Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ariel Helwani Show!
Back in your life on this Tuesday, July 16th, 2025. It is not the 16th, it is the 15th. You know why I screwed that up, Frank?
Because you're so excited for Connor's birthday?
That's exactly why. Team outing, going to the... Well, should I not say? Because I don't want people...
Shouldn't say.
Yeah. Oh, maybe I should say.
No. Well, oh, yeah, we are going next door.
We are going next door.
Wow. We can give a full review on Thursday or on next week.
Yeah. No, what screwed me up was that my laptop audio was on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've been known to do that.
I was like, and like you're like talking, you're like, what's that noise? And my initial instinct was that it was Frank's doing.
Oh, wow.
But then I quickly realized it was my doing. And so I got the dates messed up. It is in fact July 15th. Tomorrow's the 16th, GC's birthday, the 17th, Pete's birthday, and my father's birthday as well. So it's a great time to be alive. There's so much to be thankful for. What a Monday we had here on the program with Shakur Stevenson and Connor Ben. I'd say we made a little magic. And don't worry, to all the outlets out there, especially the boxing ones who steal our content. And you know, I don't mind. I've always been in favor of people using our content. You know, the proper thing to do is to probably credit, but nothing surprises me with these jabronis. So we'll keep doing our thing. We'll keep producing the good content, the unique and entertaining content for all of you, and they will have to live with themselves. And don't worry, it's on the house. Do what you want. It's okay. You wanna. We got a great show planned for all of you today after a tremendous post-Netflix Monday. We've got, in total on today's program, 9 guests. Well, technically not 9 on this program, 9 today, because you know on Tuesdays we like to play 2. We've got the Ariel Helwani program at 5 p.m. Eastern on DAZN, on their YouTube channel, on their platform. We got 3 guests there. On that show, it's a real, promoters/businessy angle, so to speak. We've got Nikisa Badarian, co-founder of MVP, the great Frank Warren Hall of Famer, and then Dave Feldman, who's going to try and convince Ade as to why he should be a bare knuckle fan, or at least not a hater. So that's 3 guests on that show. On this show, 6 guests. Back end of the show, we'll talk to Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, coming off his frustrating split decision loss to Gabriel Bonfim this past weekend. Split his freaking shin, doesn't get the nod. Patricio Pitbull is returning to action this Saturday at UFC 318 against Dan Ige. We'll talk to him about that, one of the more anticipated fights on this card. Prior to that, we'll talk to Mario Barrios, the WBC welterweight champion who faces Manny freaking Pacquiao this Saturday on Amazon Prime pay-per-view, PBC card. The champ at 147 pounds. A lot of people gunning for him, including the aforementioned Connor Ben. Prior to that, we'll be joined by the Hall of Famer, Big Bill Goldberg. What a freaking legend. Said his goodbye to the Squared Circle on Saturday. It's Saturday night's main event in the ATL. Atlanta, really the epicenter of the combat sports world with all the WWE stuff that happened recently, the UFC event in June, Home Run Derby, All-Star Game. Technically not combat sports, but you get it's like Impact, so it's like somewhat combative in that regard. Anyway, we'll talk to Big Bill. Always a pleasure. Prior to that, we'll be joined by Steve Garcia, who has now won 6 in a row and is finally ranked at 145 pounds. Very much flying under the radar. Had 5 stoppages in a row and then met Calvin Kattar. Is there a more under-the-radar winning streak right now in the UFC than his 6 in a row? Maybe Mofsar, but I feel like we talk about it enough. Anyway, prior to that, in a couple of seconds, we'll be joined by Chris Curtis, who had a win on Saturday as well, snapped his 2-fight losing streak, beat Max Griffin via split decision. So that's your 6-pack. And in total, 9 guests coming through Uncrowned HQ today. Oh, you were going to have a hard time finding guests. Ew. I think 6 tomorrow, too. Earlier this morning, outside Wembley Stadium, one of the big fights happening. In fact, probably the most consequential fight of the weekend, with the most stakes attached to it, most important fight of the weekend, undisputed gold in the heavyweight division. A year and a half ago, a little over a year ago, May of 24, an undisputed heavyweight title fight. Everyone was ranting and raving about it. Then it became like just old hat. Now all of a sudden we're getting it again and no one's talking about it, it seems like. Alexander Usyk and Daniel Dubois, part deux. They met in 2023 in Poland. They couldn't have it in Ukraine. Controversial ending. Was it below the belt? Was it not below the belt? Anyway, they had their face-off, and it was shades of Kobe Bryant and Matt Brown. Not Matt Brown, Matt Barnes. Look at this. He didn't flinch. He did not flinch. Dubois trying to get in his head, trying to get under his skin. Frank Warren loving every second of it. Dubois in his face. Usyk, unflappable. I'm hyped. What a fight. Wembley Stadium. Incredible. I was startled there by the Usyk. That's good stuff. I'm looking forward to that. There's 5 events, 5 pretty massive events happening this weekend in the world of combat sports. Later in the day, I'm going to rank my most anticipated fights and the most important ones of the bunch. That's what I'm going to do. That'll be later. For now, though, let us say hello to our first guest of the day. He got back to his winning ways in his return to the welterweight division, the 170-pound division, a hard-fought win over Max Griffin. Split decision. I think he thought it should have been a unanimous. Who cares? It's a W. We're talking to Chris Curtis, who's kind enough to join us to lead off the show. Hello, Chris. How are you?
I'm good. What's up? I got to ask you, though. Who are you picking for Dubois versus Usyk? What are your thoughts on that? Like, I'm so curious.
I love this fight. I don't think Dubois should be getting the fight. I think it should be Joseph Parker, but nevertheless, Usyk, in my opinion, should win. But I think Dubois is an infinitely better fighter than the one who fought him in 2023. Way more confidence, way better. But ultimately, I think Usyk is one of the best heavyweights of all time, and I think he will win via decision. What do you think?
Same thing. I definitely think this Dubois is a lot better than what we've seen. We can throw out the notion of him being a quitter and whatnot. He's much more skilled than he was. I do think it should have been Parker. I really do think it should have been Parker. But I think this Dubois is going to put up a better showing than last time. But I just still think Usyk's probably skill for skill, one of the most technical heavyweights we've seen. Heavyweight, light heavyweight, cruiserweight we've seen in the last 20 years. So it's I got to go Usyk, but I'm interested to see how much of a dog Dubois can be.
Was it a below-the-belt shot back in 2023? What do you think? Very controversial. Was it legal? Was it illegal?
I would say it was legal. I like looking at it I get it, but knowing where your cup actually sits, it was on the belt line, but I don't think he hit anything. It's just knowing in chunks where the cup sits. I think it was legal.
By the way, are you a big boxing guy?
Yeah, I came from boxing. Boxing's still my first love.
In terms of watching and following, do you enjoy it more than MMA?
Yeah. I would definitely follow boxing a little bit more closely than I do MMA. Wow. I don't watch MMA really unless it's somebody I know fighting or if it's somebody I want to fight. Boxing, I try to follow as much as possible.
Okay. And still off social media, huh? No social media presence whatsoever these days.
No, I've got TikTok. I have a TikTok that I use. I try to do a live once a week. I got shamed by an old head in the gym one day about he's like, think about the people that inspired you when you came up and they had interviews and whatnot. And now social media is how they do that. Think about the people behind you, but maybe you have something to say to inspire somebody and you just take that away. And he shamed me and I felt really bad. I was like, damn, the old head's right. So I do a TikTok. I try to do a live once a week just to talk to fans, offer advice, go questions, just interact. And it's kind of something you owe the people behind the fans, the people who care, and the fighters coming up behind you. So he really shamed me. I felt really bad from the old head. So he made me kind of suck up and just at least try to interact more and put something out there and try to have some form of positivity for the people behind me.
Who was the old head?
Just an old boxing coach at the gym. I don't even know this guy's name. Just an old boxing coach at the gym. And he's just one of the old heads in the gym. And he straight up shamed me. And I was like, damn, I went home. I thought about it for 3 days. I was like, man, I feel really bad.
But no X, no Twitter for you, right?
No Twitter, no Instagram. Like,
You feel
nah,
better?
we have the. Oh, I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's TikTok's a much less insane place most of the time, so it's just easier to deal with. I got moderators who run that stuff for me, so it's just nice to be able to interact and try to give at least a little piece of yourself back. And like the trick is though, you can't get pulled into it. Like I don't I'll answer comments here and there, but I don't let myself spend too much time on it.
Okay. I had the good fortune of seeing you at Extreme Couture just a few days before your fight. You were just about to go out. We were there in Vegas. It was great to see you. And man, I was saying to the guys who were with me from the show, and I was like, freaking Chris Curtis looks shredded. You look shredded. And this was like 10 days or so before the fight, maybe a little bit more. And this was your return to welterweight. You were freaking shredded out there. How difficult was it to get to 170, and how did you feel?
Hilariously, this was probably one of the easiest cuts I've made
Really?
in my entire career. So I shit you not. Anyone that says money doesn't solve all your problems has some really unique problems, or they're just not good with money. Because making 170 when you're poor is very different than making 170 when you have financial means. This was an easy cut. This was easy. Like everything was easy for me between the UFC PI and S&C staff. Like they were worked every day. I talked to everybody. We all linked up every day. They worked very closely hand in hand with my nutrition and my lifting schedule and whatnot. And then me being able to afford like high quality food and being able to afford meal prep and chefs and stuff. This was an easy cut. I was absolutely expecting to suffer for this. And you always suffer making the weight, but even the weight cut itself was probably easier than my last two cuts to 185. It was a very, very easy cut.
Ultimately, why did you make this call?
I'm 5'10", man. I'm 5'10". Even at 85, I've never weighed more than 205 pounds. Like I'm a very, very, very small middleweight. Like you got guys like Strickland who's 230, Brad who's 215, 220. These guys are big. And like if you ever see like our team photos at 85, I am definitely the one that doesn't belong in that picture. I've never been, I've been 205 tops my entire UFC career. And even I think, I always thought GSP was weird for saying like, oh, being an 85er was hard on his body. Like, no, man, I get it. Like, it took me 4 years to put on 15 pounds of muscle. And that came with a lot of side effects. I had a lot more injuries. I lost like a lot of flexibility in my shoulder. I got slower. I started having knee and back pains and whatnot. Losing the weight again and getting down to 70, I feel amazing. I feel fast. Like I don't hurt. I sleep better. Like it's just, I'm not meant to be above, like 200 pounds. It's just hard on my body. Even being 200 pounds is hard on me. So I think 70 is just, that's the size my body should be around there. I felt great. I felt absolutely amazing. It took me an hour and a half to make weight.
Wow. And you look good, got the dub. Happy with the performance?
Yes and no. It's weird. So like even with the cut going so well, you're always a little bit nervous about how your body is going to feel in the fight. And we had the fight in Thailand. I was in Thailand, and then I got this fight. So I flew back 2 days after I got the fight. And we didn't have time for a practice cut. There was nothing. It's just, all right, we're going to jump into it, and this should work. So you're always a little bit nervous about how your body's going to feel after you cut and you start fighting. So that was a little bit nerve-wracking. And then, like, in the fight, we had things we trained, things we planned to work on, things we wanted to do. And then you get cut in the first minute and a half, which completely throws your old game plan out the window. Once I got cut from the headbutt, I was like, okay, like I can't. What we wanted to do, what we planned to do, is gonna have to change now because like, it was a really bad cut. So we got to the end of the first round, talked to the doctor at the second, and she's like, I'm going to the second. She's like, hey, it's pretty bad. If it gets any worse, we're gonna have a talk about what to do next. So now I'm like, damn, okay. Like, so for me, it sucks because we're landing anywhere from we're throwing between 140 to 200 punches sometimes in a round in practice. But once you get cut, you're like, man, any fighter will tell you you're at your most vulnerable when you're punching. So I'm like, the more my volume goes up, the more I'm going to risk having this cut opened up worse. And I didn't want to. I didn't want to lose to Max Griffin. I especially didn't want to lose to Max Griffin on a cut like that. Oh man, that would have broken me. So it's
Why?
Sucks to not be able.
Because you don't hold Max to that same, standard?
No, so here's the funny thing. I have never had a problem with Max Griffin. I have never said anything but complimentary of him. Dude's a vet. He's been around for a long time. I've never whispered, thought, or breathed a bad word about Max Griffin until the day before the fight. And I see the interview. He's like, fuck Chris Curtis. I don't like Chris Curtis. And I'm like, fuck me. What did I do? Like, what did I do to you? So that pissed me off. So like from that point on, I was like, I'm going to fuck you up in front of everyone. And like, from that, like I saw that and I was pissed. And I was like, bet. Like everyone's asking me like, why was I talking so much and like laughing at him and like taunting him in the fight. I was like, I was fucking pissed because I've never had nothing but respect for you. And like, okay, I see that the day before the fight. And I'm like, bet, I'm going to make you look stupid.
What do you think about one of the judges scoring it for him?
I don't know, man. It's this sport's weird. Like, unfortunately, I think in MMA there are so many aspects of a fight, and we have the judging criteria, right? The unified judging criteria, but I don't really think anyone knows how it's supposed to be weighted. And there's so many aspects of MMA. It's not boxing where we've got generalship and like effective offense, whatnot. There's so many other things that go into it. I don't think most judges know like what the fuck they're watching or what they're supposed to be scoring. I don't know how someone gave him 2 rounds. I gave him like you can argue maybe he got the first round if he caught the headbutt and like it just kind of like made things weird for me and I had to adjust my game plan. Give him the first round, cool, I get it, whatever. Second and third round, I have absolutely no idea how, like, it's weird for me because I feel like once again, I got into a fight with a guy who everyone's like, he's a dog, he wants to fight. And then he spends the next next 3 rounds, like trying not to fight. And he felt scared to me. He genuinely felt like scared to be in there. I'm like, whatever. I won the last 2 rounds, I know. Like, I know for a fact I won the last 2 rounds. I thought I won them pretty cleanly, but I mean, I'm not a judge. At the end of the day, all I can do is fight. Not my best performance, but not my worst. For me, this was a test. This was a test. It was a test run. We got the test in combat under fire. It passed the test. Going forward, I know what I can do. I know where my cardio is, how my body feels. We made the adjustment. There's nowhere to go but up for me from here. Like it was my test run. We passed the test. I'm confident. I can't control what the judges do, so I'm just gonna go out there and fight people.
What I thought wasn't talked about enough was the fact that you got into 2 scraps in the span of like 2 weeks, which you deserve a lot of credit for.
Chris didn't fight anybody.
Chris Curtis attacks. You didn't like that.
Well,
You didn't like
Chris
that.
Curtis attacked. Technically, Chris Curtis attacked no one. If anything, I am the
Confronts.
I am a beacon of peace, Ariel Helwani. I am a beacon of peace.
What happened there? What happened? What's your side of the story?
It's just hotheads and people. I'm never gonna be mad at somebody for beating a teammate of mine. Like, no, I'm never gonna be mad. Like, it's a fight. Like, fights happen. Like, I'll give you that winner or loses, it's fine. But when you start telling a guy like "fuck you, suck my dick, I'll fuck you up," you got that's a little bit far. All right, telling me "fuck you," it's one thing. I'm like, cool. A lot of people tell me "fuck you." My mom told me "fuck you," whatever. I don't care. But when you tell a grown man to I'll fucking suck my dick and I'll fuck you up. Now we, as a man, we have, there's two options. You can either suck that guy's dick or you can fight him. So like when it happened, a lot, it's an exciting moment. Everybody is, kind of hyped up. And like, I'm not from this social media generation. I believe in fighting people. Like as a man, you should be like, if you say shit like this, understand that like it's going to result in a fight. And this generation of like, oh, it's just words. Like, no, shut up. Like my generation, if you say this shit to a grown man, you're going to get hit. It's just how it goes. So, it a little bit of hot tempered, but like midway through, I'm like, bro, we can't fight this dude on TV, like in the middle of a cage. So, cooler heads prevailed for the most part, but I'm from a different generation, man. Like these social media kids and all their bullshit. Like, oh, it's just words, be an adult. Like, no, shut up. Like, shut up. Like you're a fucking little girl. Like, and where I come from at my age, like, no, you did this shit. Like, you're gonna be in a fight. So times are different, man. I'm a relic of the past, unfortunately, but I like that past. And whatever the shit is now, like, I don't know, kids are weird, but like in my day, you said that shit, you were going to be in a fist fight.
That fighter, Luis Hernandez, do you know him? Do you have a history with him? And if not, have you seen him since?
No, I've never known this kid. He was just fighting a teammate of mine. I was gonna congratulate him on the fight. Like, he won. I wasn't mad at him. Like, bro, like, you beat my teammate. It's happened. I've cornered guys who've lost before. I've had teammates corner me when I've lost. I wasn't mad at the guy. Like, I've never met him before. I was gonna congratulate him after the fight, and then he's like, "Fuck you, suck my dick. Oh, kid, fuck you up." And I'm like, "What is this, bro?" Like, okay. So, I've never met him. It happens. I'll at some point, I just had so much fight shit going on. I didn't get a chance. I'm gonna figure out how to reach out to him at some point and just talk to him. Like, hey man, like, you know what? This was dumb. Like, you were in your fucking moment, and I took offense. I got in my field, took offense to it. I'll reach out to him at some point, talk to him, but I don't hate the dude. Like, I'm not mad he won, man. Like, you know what? It's just a weird thing to do, and like everybody got pissed off. It was a little bit bad look for everybody, but I'll reach out to him probably today or tomorrow. If I can get a hold of him and kind of just, I'm almost 40, man. I don't need the beef. I don't need the bad karma. I got other shit to worry about. So I'm happy for the dude. Congratulations. Like, celebrate your win, but be careful who you say, what you say, and to who, because like that shit's. We're not all like TikTok kids. Like, we will actually fight you.
And by the way, I know there was a little concern of like, would there be any ramifications? Is Nevada upset about this? Are there any issues stemming from it?
we had some very interesting meetings with Nevada. So so we had Nevada did kind of come down on us. So it's one of those things to where like Nevada understands how the situation got out of hand, but Nevada's also like, hey, this isn't acceptable. So I got a punishment for it. Sean got punished for it. So like at that point, you gotta take your lickings. You can't really argue because we did have a fuck up, and they're varying degrees of fuck ups, but we could have made different choices. So I'm not mad about it at all. They were pretty fair about it. They're pretty cool about everything. It's just one of those things where like, hey man, like we know that this is how you guys see it, but we can't have this going forward. So I ended up paying a decent little penny for this. Like, yes, cost me.
Wow. What was the punishment? Was it just a fine?
I got a fine. Sean got some other stuff. I'll let him tell you guys about that at some point. I'm not going to out his business.
Okay.
But I ended up with a pretty interesting fine from Nevada.
Damn. But you can still corner people. Like you're not barred from doing any of that, or
no. I'm good. I'm good. Like mine was a little bit different from Sean, so I'm fine. It's just they got me with a nice little fine. But at the end of the day, I made a choice to go in there, so like that part falls on me. But Nevada's been very understanding, and they had a good conversation with us about like what would it's essentially they're like you guys fucking know better, and like you didn't. They understand, but we can't have it happen again. We have to we have to like lay down ground rules. So Nevada's been great, but it ended up costing me. But at the end of the day, I appreciate Nevada for being for hearing us out and being reasonable with everything. So I like Nevada. I always love fighting Nevada, and that's why like they're a very human commission. They understand fighters. They understand the people we are and the industry we're in. So they're very good at walking that line and being like, hey, like this is what it's going to be. So it sucks. You always hate losing money, but at the end of the day, I fucked up. So you got to pay for it. If
nothing else, it showed that you and Sean are on the same page, that you're buds, that you're partners in crime again. Like you were in unison. That was nice to see. Usually in most things we'll have each other's back. It's just like he drives me insane, I drive him insane. We're great friends. We're questionable teammates just because of the way we approach fighting. We're great friends. He's honestly like a brother to me still. We're great friends. We're horrible teammates. All right, I can respect that. By the way, correct me if I'm wrong. Today's your birthday, right?
Yeah, 38. I'm old as fuck.
Bro, what are you doing spending it with us here? Jeez Louise, do you have anything fun planned for later in the day?
No, I don't celebrate birthdays, man. I stopped doing that when I was like 13.
Come on.
We got some childhood trauma. I don't really celebrate birthdays.
Oh.
But now I'm fine. My manager, Lance, his birthday's actually tomorrow. So we celebrated our birthdays yesterday.
Okay.
Because, he's running around doing other stuff. Lance is the homie. So we had dinner yesterday, and that's about it for me. I'm going to hang out. I'm going to go to practice here in a little bit to help out with sparring. Going to hang out with my youngest and my fiance. But that's it, man. Like, people always ask, oh, why don't you celebrate or do stuff? Like, I kind of live a fun life to where I can, like, every day for me, I get to be around the people I love, my family, my friends. I got nothing to worry about in life anymore. Like, and every day is a celebration for me. So birthday is just today, man. I get to do this every day anyway.
I love it and respect that very much. Is your eye okay?
God, I got like, so many fucking stitches, bro.
How
I
many?
will say thank you to the doc. 23 with 12 double internal stitches. So there's 12 inside and 11 outside. Luckily the doctor was a like plastic surgeon, so it's like it's in my eyebrow here, but he did a really good job of like sewing it back. But if you look at my like TikTok, whatever, you'll see the picture. I'll send it to you. Like my eyebrow was just hanging off. It was so gross. Like, it was fucking disgusting. So headbutted again. Like, but what else would be new? But it's healing nicely. It doesn't feel as bad as it could. It's gonna be more ugly than it was. And then this eye is just, man, yeah. But hopefully in a few days the swelling goes away and I'll be looking back to mostly normal.
Who's next? Who do we want?
Dude, oh man, there's like so much stuff going on. I think Vicente Luque would be fun.
Okay.
Like I think we're two like old dogs. Like I love Vicente Luque. I think that'd be a really fun fight. I know Jeff Neal's got a fight already, so he's doing his thing. I think Luque would be really fun. I think that'd just be a really fucking fun fight.
I would love that. I think that would be great for you. It was great to see the fans show you love after the fight as well. That was great to see.
Dude,
Nashville had love.
My walkout ovation was amazing. And like, let me see, like my boy Tony Parker. So the guy right here in the tank top.
Yeah.
One of my first wrestling coaches in MMA, Tony Parker.
Wow.
A teammate of mine. Yeah, dude. Like, so I had so many people come from Ohio. One of my boys, Jordan, had a like executive suite up here at the arena. I had so much love from Ohio. On top of that, dude, Tennessee loved me. I got so much love from Tennessee. Dude, Nashville's amazing. Like Nashville's absolutely amazing. It's one of my top 3 places I've ever fought. Like they're such a cool crowd, and like so much love. It's absolutely awesome. Like that was a really fun night for me.
Love it. Well, congratulations. Enjoy the win. Enjoy your birthday, whichever way you want to enjoy it. Glad to hear that the eye is relatively okay for now and will get better. Always great to talk to you, and it was great to see you a couple of days ago at the gym as well.
Dude, get back to Vegas sometime, man. Or come visit me in Thailand, man. Come get some sun. It'll be good. I don't know how you doing. How you doing, son?
I'm good. I'm Middle Eastern, so that's my natural habitat.
So you just tan gloriously. All right, dude, come hang out in Thailand, man. You'll love it. You and Bear can become golden and great. It's great, man.
That would be fantastic. Thank you, Chris. Congrats.
Later, man.
Good to see you. There he is, the great Chris Curtis, the action man. Great win for him at 170 pounds. What a great guy. Great demeanor. Always jovial, happy. I'm happy that he's in a good place and that he's able to celebrate not only his birthday but a victory just a couple of days ago in Nashville. One of the other big winners from Saturday was Steve Garcia. As I said at the top of the show, it's now 6 in a row for him, somewhat under the radar. 5 in a row were stoppage victories, and then he met Calvin Kattar, who's always a tough out, but he got a nice, hard-fought, well-earned, dominant decision win. He's kind enough to join us. Let's say hello to the great Steve Garcia, who is here with us. Hey, Steve, how are you?
What's up, Ariel? How you doing, buddy?
It's great to have you on. Congratulations on the win. 6 in a row now in a very tough featherweight division. I was wondering out loud before you came on at the top of the show if this is one of the more under the radar winning streaks, especially because you had 5 stoppages in a row in the sport. Do you agree with that assessment? Are not enough people talking about you considering who you're beating and how you're beating them?
Yeah, man, I think that I don't know if I've been tucked away at the apex for too long, or I don't know exactly why I haven't been, thrown out there a little bit more. I haven't been pushed as much. I don't know. But I must be doing something right if I'm here talking to you, brother. So I'm happy to be on your show. This is cool.
Okay, well, I appreciate that. It was interesting in your post-fight interview. You said, "Man, it's good to fight in front of a crowd again." You had been tucked away at the apex for so long. What did that feel like to be out there in front of a sold-out crowd in Nashville, showing you all that love? It must have felt like a breath of fresh air.
Nashville was electric, man. I'd go back and fight there again, man. It was such a good time. I had a blast. I think it's a good place to kind of go out there and get to throw some hands, and everybody was excited, for the fight. They hyped up this winning streak I was on. I had to make myself as undeniable as possible, man. This is the only way that I could get seen. I don't have a mouth on me, and I've said it before, man. Like, I know humbleness doesn't sell, but KOs do. And so I had to like knock out everybody just to even get to this position, to have this opportunity. They gave me Calvin Kattar. It was supposed to be Edson Barboza, but that's okay. Calvin Kattar is just a fit opponent as well, and we got the job done, man. I was excited.
So then what was really funny was you're like, oh, it's so great to be out of the Apex. And then when you were asked about what's next, you're like, I'd like to headline an Apex event. Don't go back to the Apex.
Yeah, well, I'm not trying to bite off like more than they're willing to give me, if that makes sense. So I probably need to like
No,
myself
man.
up just a little bit. You know what I mean? But yeah, I wanna headline one of these cards, eventually. And I feel like they won't give me a Nashville, or though they won't give me one of those. I'm not sure. I mean, I feel like I barely just got this platform, and I'm over here. I'm like, yeah, right. I'm next in line to get a headline shot. So I'm not trying to get crazy out there, but you know what, man? What the hell? Like, yeah, let's headline a good fight. Me and Emmett, or me and whoever's within my realm of where I'm at right now. Let's get a 5-rounder in there. How about that?
I think you deserve that. You've done enough. But I think you should be fighting in front of people. In fact, I think all of you guys should be fighting in front of people. Every single fighter in the UFC. I think it's long past time that you guys get that opportunity. Now you're ranked 11th, by the way. So that's a big deal. Yeah. So I would think the next fight would be a top 10er, right? You're not going to go backwards.
Honestly, I don't want to go backwards. I was back there. You know what I mean? I know what it's like.
Yeah.
I've been this dark horse, man, and oh man, it's okay, man. Me and my team, we've been saddled up this whole time, man. We just been climbing this mountain, and we've been going all the way to the top. But yeah, I love to fight, at least forward or within my realm for sure. Definitely want to start pushing forward towards that belt. That's the goal, right? And I want to go put on good shows for these fans too, because there's nothing like I said, when we were at the Apex, it was very quiet, but I had my family there. I actually got really comfortable there. I had this whole thing like planned out. I scheduled it. Everything was perfect. I felt like really comfortable. And then coming to Nashville, it kind of brought me out of my comfort zone a little bit, but it was worth it because the electricity that you get from the crowd, from everybody else, man, it was something else that I hadn't felt in a little while. I think last time I felt it was I fought in Miami. Mm-hmm. With the Perea and Adesanya 2 card, but I was the first fight. I think it was his first or second fight, and there's the electricity at the beginning is nowhere near how it is at the very end, and I'm grateful for the whole journey. But man, it's really nice to be in these like areas where you're almost like co-feature or the co-main, or you're just on the main card, and people are there to watch you, man. It's a good feeling.
So what's interesting about it is your streak started, I think it was in 2022 when you beat Chase Hooper, and yeah. you were low on the card, and the headliner that night was Calvin Kattar versus Arnold Allen. Yeah. So it just kind of shows how far you've come in the last 3 or so years, which is a testament to you. But to your point, maybe you're not getting talked about, maybe you're not getting the opportunities, but I feel like now you're turning the corner. I feel like it's coming. Are you sensing after Saturday that you're starting to get a little bit more respect?
I feel like it's coming, man. It's trending in the right direction, so that's important. I definitely feel like I have this chip on my shoulder because nobody took me serious, and I've always felt that, man. Like I've always had this like I'm a nobody trying to become somebody, and I'm just this kid out of Albuquerque that and not trying to throw shade on my state because I love my people, but we have this like mentality that like we want you to do good, but not better than me. And it's just this weird type of atmosphere. Sometimes we're all very rugged here. We always want to be one up in everybody. And I get that. I got that a lot coming up. You know what I mean? I didn't feel like a lot of people had that like support that like I feel like some of these other people get. And that's okay, man. Like, I'm very strong in my faith. I just knew if I just stay strong in him, I was gonna be all right, man. And I just kind of just stayed on this path and this journey that I felt like we were guided down. And it's all I made sure for sure was like my family, my coaches, that we were all on the same page and we were all gonna go make waves in the UFC. So we're knocking off goals, we're hitting marks, and we're just gonna keep climbing up this ladder that we're all trying to climb up and pull each other down. It's almost like that crab effect.
Yeah.
And it is what it is, but it's a sport.
So when you're talking about this, I'm not sure if you're familiar with the term imposter syndrome. Did you feel at some point earlier in your UFC career like, hey, maybe I don't belong here? Maybe like where you started to doubt yourself, you were lacking confidence, and now that's starting to change? Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah, sort of. You kind of like hit the nail on its head. You kind of get this imposter syndrome. Like maybe I'm not good enough to be these guys. Like there was a point in my career where it was before I fought. I think it was before I fought Contender Series. I was like, if I can't beat this guy, I fought a really talented vet. His name was Abel Colum, and this was back at 135 pounds when I used to compete there. And I was like, if I can't beat this guy, I'm just gonna hang him up, man. Like if I can't beat this guy, I can't go on the UFC and beat these guys. And I smoked him, and then my coach was like, what? No, it's like they believed in me before like I really got to see the true potential. And that's why like when I tell people, I'm like, it's really hard to, I don't know why, but it's really hard to believe in yourself, man. I don't know if it's cultural, I don't know if it's environmental, I don't know what it is, but like to believe in yourself is something powerful. And I think that people need to like give themselves more credit for what they're capable of. You know what I mean? We all kind of lack things, but everybody lacks things. You know what I mean? We just obviously have to overcome certain obstacles and stuff. And I was able to do that. And I felt like I had a down moment when I lost in Singapore. And obviously it was during COVID. It was like just a whole whirlwind of just like nonsense kind of. And my manager, Jason House, he told me, he's like, man, he said, I think we got you one more, man. And I told him, I was like, bro, I'm not going to embarrass you. I was like, I promise you, I'm not going to embarrass you. I was like, I'm going to make this worth it. And I just had to believe it, and I had to go for it. I just went for it, believed in myself, and we got the first fight on our streak with Chase Hooper, and history has been, made ever since.
You haven't lost since. But by the way,
no, man, we're good.
That Abel Cullum fight was in 2018. You're telling me you lose that fight, you would have walked away from the sport?
I would have walked away. I would have hung him up. Yeah.
Golly, what would you have done?
I was going to school to be a firefighter. Okay. So like that was kind of more or less my deal. I mean, I have some history and some accounting and different things like that, but sitting behind a desk for me is kind of tough. I've done that before, and it's not my cup of tea. But yeah, I probably would have been a firefighter.
Wow. I mean, the amount of pressure on you in that fight. Like you told this to your team, or are you just saying that to yourself? If I don't win,
I told my wife. I was like, if I can't beat this guy, I'm gonna hang him up, and that's gonna be it. That's gonna be it for my fight career. I've been doing this since I was 15 years old, and yeah, that was it.
And look at you now. Were you disappointed you didn't get the finish, that you couldn't extend the streak?
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I mean, without the streak or no streak, I was more disappointed because I almost had him in the third, man. I mean, I just say it, but his like vet showed.
Yeah.
I nailed him, and I had him folded kind of backwards. And if you kind of just take a step back, all I needed to do was probably kick him and hit him with a couple ground and pound shots. But he did so good. He kind of like tripoded up, turned into me, and he was just able to grab onto a leg. And yeah, man, you fight these guys. They know how to stay in the fight, like Calvin Kattar. There's a reason why that guy is so hard to finish. But I believed in myself. I truly believe that if I would have had 2 more rounds, I could have finished him. I truly believe that. But that's also why I want 5-round fights, because I want to give myself every opportunity to get the finish. I've been able to do it in the first 2 rounds, as of lately. But as you climb the rankings, you fight the better guys. It's going to be a lot tougher.
I do wonder if the layoff hurt you in any way, shape, or form, because your last fight was in September. You were supposed to fight in February, as you said. Then the Barbosa fight falls through. Do you think so much happens between September and July that you were kind of out of sight, out of mind? And why did it take so long for you to get another fight?
Yeah, man, it was kind of weird, man. Like I had just fought in September, and I thought, and I got the call maybe like a month later about no, yeah, that's about right. About a month later about fighting Barbosa in, I think it was like December, and I was like, man, and I think I was dealing with an injury, and I was kind of just like I was kind of burnt. I killed myself in training, and I mean I know we all do, but still. And then he's like, well, would you want to fight him in February? I was like, absolutely. I'm like, sign me up, like today, like right now, what's going on? And so that was going on. There was, you know, a lot of stuff leading up to that fight, but you know, we were excited for it, and we get like a call like a week before that he has to pull out. And I was like, all right, cool. I was like, well, are they looking for like another person or anybody else? And they're like, we can't find anybody. And so I'm probably just like hanging by a thread for about a week. And then fight week like almost is like right there. You know, it's like a Saturday, Sunday. And I was like, look, man, I was like, I need to know if we're in or not. I was like, I'm cutting weight. There's a lot of things going on here. And they're like, nobody wants to make the weight. And I was like, well, then I'll fight at 50-55. I was like, it works. It's fine. I'm good with it. And then still nothing. And then I think we had one taker, and I think it was C-Rod. And he's like, but I'm only fighting at 45. And I'm like, man, I was like, dude, I literally already just like committed to going to 50 or 55. I was like, he won't meet me at 50. And he's like, no. Oh. And so I was like, okay, well, I guess this card is shot. So we ended up going to Vegas, and then I get another phone call like, hey, would you want to fight C-Rod in Mexico? And I was like, I'm in. Yeah, it's fine. I don't care. I was like, I want to get one in. And then like 2 or 3 weeks later, nothing. You don't get a contract, nothing like that. And then all of a sudden I see him fight my former opponent, Mauricio Costa. I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm not fighting that guy. And so I talked to Jason again. He's like, we don't have nobody right now. We're trying to figure out, you know, who's you know, gonna fight you. And I'm trying to figure this out. And after a while, probably another week or two go by, and I talked to Jason. I'm like, look, man, I was like, let's just stick to what's been working. Let's get good preparation for each of our opponents. I was like, give me an 8-week camp, and let's go out there and put on performances that people aren't going to forget. And so, yeah, then it was like a big, you know, gap there for a minute. And then right when I get to like Newport, I get a phone call from him. He's like, hey, you want to fight Calvin Kattar? I'm like, yeah, let's do it.
You spoke in the aftermath of the fight, or in the build-up to the fight. You were asked about the featherweight division, and I think you referred to Aaron Pico getting Dana White privilege by getting this opportunity.
They all got Dana White privilege, not just Aaron.
But now it looks like the fight fell through. That Movsar is out. So what do you think? What do you think is going to happen? What do you think should happen? Because I agree with you. You said Movsar should have been next. And I 100% agree. He has done enough. He should have been fighting Volk, and Volk seems to agree. But now he's out. What do you think happens at the top of the division?
I'm not exactly sure the situation. I know this just happened a day or two ago. It was an injury, or was it like it was an injury?
That's what it seems.
In my personal opinion, this is just being a purist. Like, this is not hating on anybody from Bellator. I was there. Trust me. I know how that whole situation works. You know, and I have, you know, like Patchy, like he's a good friend of mine. Like, trust me, I love these guys. But, you know, I think getting that high of a shot, even Patricio, like right away getting Yair at like 3 was kind of like I wasn't ranked, but if I was ranked at that time, I'd be upset, because I'm like, bro, he literally just like jumped the whole line to get there when everybody else is literally beating people in the actual league in UFC. And for them to get just like that immediate, like almost like number 1 contender spot was kind of like, I don't know, man. It didn't necessarily rub me the wrong way. I just could see it being an issue for everybody else in the division, because like, I just know, I'm like, bro, I'm working my ass off, and these guys come from a different organization. I know they're doing the same thing. However, you know, you gotta look out for your own. And so I felt for the ranked fighters in the division, in the bantamweight. Even when Michael Chandler came over, there's a lot of people that just come over. And I think that they probably need to like have those guys fight anywhere between maybe the number 5 and number 10 ranked, you know, fighter. That's what I think. But you know what? If I'm Aaron, if I'm Patchy, if I'm MVP, if I'm Chandler, give me the best guy ever, and then I can only, you know, pretty much work from there. You know, so I don't blame them at all for trying to, you know, fight the best guys that they possibly can in the UFC and see where they match up. I think Aaron would have been great, but you know, maybe they can get him like a year, or maybe they can get him like an Arnold Allen or something. I don't know. I don't know the situation really, and I don't know how long Movsar is willing to wait. So,
what about for you? What about for you? Who makes sense now? Who do you want? Who's the name?
Man, anybody. I'm 1-by-1, but of course I want to fight. I want to fight up. You know what I mean? I want to get closer to that title. But anybody within my realm, I think when I called out anybody in my realm, I just wanted a main event. So I know I called Apex. You know what I mean? I probably should give myself more credit. I'm like, hey, bro,
forget the Apex.
Yeah, I'll give me a headliner, you know, and that back in Nashville or whatever. And I told Jason, I was like, look, man, I was like, I've never been to New York, so I was like, maybe an MSG would be fun. That's on my bucket list. Yeah, man, there's fights that could be made. I think all the fights in the rankings would be fun for me. And I think, you know, if I had to pick one, you know, who's maybe an Emmett would be fun. I think that's like a headliner worthy. I mean, he has a big name. I need to prove, you know, that I can beat someone like him. That's a fun one. Yeah, I don't know who else is above me right now. I haven't.
Well, there's Dan Ige and Pitbull are fighting this weekend.
Okay.
So you know, Pitbull would be an interesting one. Ige as well. They're right above you. Ige is 10, you're 11. John Silva has the fight coming up. Noche UFC. Yusuf Zalal, Josh Emmett, Aljo has the fight. Lerone Murphy is 6. He's got 8 in a row. So I feel like one of those names.
Yeah, absolutely. Light them up, man. Honestly, I'm that type of guy that will just do 1-by-1 if I have to. Because if you get to the top, I mean, look at Merab. I mean, this dude just he didn't care who he fought. He fought him. You know, he beat him, and that's what makes him so great, is that he didn't care who he was. And John Jones, same thing. Like, a lot of these guys that just, you put them in front of him. And don't get me wrong, like, if I got pushed to the top, cool. Like, I'm not gonna hate that. But I also, you know, I understand this business. I understand this is the most brutal sport that you can ever get into, and that's my style. It's just to be violent, to go out there, you know, kill or be killed type of thing. That's usually how I approach my fights. And you know, I wish I was able to get the finish this past weekend, but at the end of the day, you know, I know these guys are a little bit more seasoned, more vet, and I was trying to do my best to make sure that I got my hand raised. But I was always looking for that knockout. I was still always looking for that finish. I was trying to hit him with big shots. I mean, I even think DC was commenting that I was throwing from the hip sometimes. You know, it was just, bro, I was hoping one of those big ones would get him. You know, just how I do it.
Again, as you just said, the higher you go, the harder it is to finish these guys. So a hard-fought win over Calvin Kattar is very, very impressive. Congratulations on the win. Great to have you on the show. Congrats on all your success, Steve. Looking forward to what's next for you. Appreciate the time very much.
Thanks, brother. It was an honor.
Yes, there he is. Mean Machine, Steve Garcia, another great fighter hailing from the 505. Albuquerque, New Mexico, has won, as we said, 6 in a row. And the 5 previous wins were stoppage wins over some tough competition at 145 pounds, now ranked 11th in the UFC's featherweight division. So that was Saturday night. Also on Saturday night in nearby Atlanta, we had Saturday night's main event, and we had the much-anticipated, long-awaited retirement match for the one and only, the inimitable, the incomparable Bill Goldberg, who told us just 3 or so months ago he guaranteed in 2025 that he would have a retirement match in WWE. He guaranteed it, and I do believe there were some naysayers who didn't think it would happen, but in the end, he headlined back home in Atlanta against Gunther, and there he is, the legend himself. Hello, Bill. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. How are you?
I'm doing great. You look fantastic, by the way.
Well, thank you. I worked my ass off. It was, you know, I got more than 3 weeks to prepare. So I had to put my nose to the grindstone and give the best performance humanly possible. When I got the opportunity, man, you know, you can't say no. So 58 years old and all beaten up and broken down. And I did my best, man. But I ate a pizza yesterday for the first time in 5 months, and I almost got sick. So,
oh, my gosh. The body rejected it?
Yeah, it didn't know what was going on. I had absolutely no idea. But it was all worth it, man. We had a good time.
Okay, so I actually want to go back to the beginning relatively. When we spoke about all of this, when you said guarantee, did you already know this was happening? Did you know the date? Did you know the location, all that? Or did it materialize afterwards?
No, it was all known for a while.
You worked me, Bill. You worked me.
I worked you. You know, for the first time, I was able to at least fool somebody without, you know, I don't know, man. It was around November, actually.
Wow.
When we started talking, actually. A date was thrown out there, and it wasn't really confirmed until after the first of the year. And we made it happen, man. You know, like I said, it was an honor and a privilege just to be able to get something like that done, man, especially years removed from my last match and accelerated age, and just getting the opportunity to kind of put a stamp on it the way I wanted to. Well, not the way I wanted to, but as in control as I could be. I would be remiss in saying that I didn't garner that opportunity, and with open arms, and I was very appreciative of it.
Okay, so when you were approached about this, was it always Gunther? Was it always Atlanta? Was it always Saturday night's main event?
Yeah, I mean, I can't say that I was too thrilled about part of that, but
Which part were you not thrilled about?
No, well, I mean, the Saturday night main event and live TV in Atlanta. I mean, you always have your dreams of how you're going to do things, and ultimately to have a little bit more control over the time and the space would have been much more preferred. Let's just put it that way. And, but to be given that opportunity on such a special show with the lineage of the show, to be able to go against the world heavyweight champion, to be able to go against Gunther, I mean, hey, it was a honor and a privilege to be able to be given that opportunity, and I had to make the most of it.
In other words, would you have preferred a PLE?
100%.
Because you get more time?
Yeah, absolutely. They cut me off for freaking 20 seconds with the microphone in my hand, for God's sakes.
So I was working my way towards that.
I got 2 weeks, man. I got 2 weeks before I can really, spill the beans and, make my feelings kind of known about the entire rundown from the inception of the idea to its delivery. It was a little less than to be desired, but again, I'm not going to complain because not many people get that opportunity. There are a number of variables that were such that, you're put behind the 8 ball, and to be able to go out there and perform in, I don't know, 12, 13-minute match, 15-minute match, felt like 115 minutes, but it was a great opportunity. And Gunther was an unbelievable guy to work with. It was awesome. I had a good time, man. I was laughing in there when he was chopping me. I mean, I actually had fun.
By the way, the official time, I do believe, is 14 minutes and 23 seconds, which is your longest match since 2003, triple threat against Triple H and Kane.
Yeah, man. I mean, so where are all the people that said I can't go more than 2 minutes? And, he sweats so much when he walks to the ring. People listen to me. I pour a bottle of water on my head before I walk to the ring. So there's a reason why I sweat all the time. That and I sweat. So, I couldn't have done it without my dance partner, and it was awesome, man. I've never chopped in my life. I've never been chopped in my Flair chopped me, but that was fun, man. There were moments in that match where I actually enjoyed myself, and I can't say that I've done that very many times. So for that and a plethora of other little reasons, I think that I had a good time Saturday night. So I'm not even sore, man. My hand is the only thing that hurts a little.
Broken?
I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know what happened. Maybe when I went through the barrier or something, or who knows? One of those injuries. I'm going to tape an aspirin on it and it'll feel better.
I loved the nod. I loved the walkout. The entrance was phenomenal. Having your old friends there, having your son there, Ernest the Cat Miller, Gage, your son, Josh Barnett, Chuck Cito, Doug Dillinger, knocking on the on the door like the old days, like the first time you walked out. The sixth man. Who was the sixth man?
Two Lamb.
Okay.
Look him up. Have your guys look him up right now because you need to look him up. He and I did a show together. It was called Knife or Death. And we met on that show, and we have become extremely good friends. He's an absolutely wonderful human being. He's taught me a lot. Military. He's got one hell of a past, and he's a prominent figure of the world as we speak right now. And I was just honored and privileged to have all those guys. I had like 10 guys all together, and then like I said, in 2 weeks, I'll be telling everybody about the whole story.
What's the 2 weeks? What's the 2 weeks you're talking about? You have an NDA?
I got 2 more weeks. Yeah, let's just say that. So,
was that your idea? The walkout was your idea?
1,000%, man. I got to get your. I asked. There were a couple things that I asked for. I'm not going to ask for green M&Ms, but there were a couple things that I thought were really cool that I asked for, and a couple of them were granted, and a couple of them weren't. But Dillinger being there was really special. Obviously, I'm not going to throw wrestlers out as far as who I want in the crowd, because I don't really want to get into the relationships between the WWE and current and past wrestlers. So I didn't put many people down. I mean, I put, a lot of big football players, and Tyrone Spong, was originally supposed to be there, and CT Fletcher was going to walk me out, and we were going to do all kind of different stuff. But, all throughout the build up, I mean, I only had 3 weeks. We only had 3 weeks to get a hold of these people, right? And so it was tough to be able to get everyone, because everyone's schedule was booked, where they were either on tour or they were doing something. My football coach, my coach from the Falcons is in Ireland, right? So, I mean, I can't get a hold of these people 3 weeks before and expect most of them to be able to make it. And so, but what the people that did make it, man, were a huge part of my life, man. And it was awesome. I had Falcons teammates, Georgia Bulldog teammates. I had family members. I had television. I had the writer for NCIS was there. I had my accountant there. It was the first time she'd ever been to anything like that. So, I mean, it was a lot of fun.
It's amazing. But by the way, so you told me that this was sort of in the works November and then confirmed in January. Why the 3 weeks notice? If you kind of knew, was it kind of stop and start?
I would have loved for them to announce it in January and have a build up to it and do something like that I thought was maybe worthy of my career. But let's just say that they chose to do it with 3 weeks notice, and it is what it is, man. It's part of the package. It's part of the meal that you get dealt. And I would be remiss in thinking that I thought the meal would be different, but it was shame on me for thinking that it would have been different. Don't you love the way that I've been able to navigate my words?
Yeah, no, you're fantastic at it. You're fantastic. What about having your son by your side there? I mean, that must have made you emotional, right? To walk out with your son. It was incredible to see.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. Are you kidding me? I mean, he's my life. He's why I do what I do. Obviously, my wife also, and but he's an extension of me. And we're walking through stuff, and the security's late getting over the rail to get him after he hops the railing, and I'm like, guys, just let me give you some advice. Just imagine me, but 40 years younger or 30 years younger. Yeah, 40 years younger. This kid's got piss and vinegar, just oozing from his pores, and he's doing his best to play college football right now, and he's having a great time, and he's a redshirt sophomore or a redshirt freshman coming up. And but to say that he wouldn't consider possibly in the future doing something in this business, I mean, I'd be a liar if I said that wasn't a small possibility. But the kid's like me. He wants to be a football player. That's a dream of his. And then his backup plan, I mean, he's an extremely lucky person to have a backup plan to go to the WWE or be a professional wrestler. I'd say, he's got it in his blood.
Did he just get the Goldberg tattoo? Is that the famous one? Did he just get that?
Yeah, and I felt indifferent about that because I don't want anybody, I don't care what anybody thinks, but I don't want him to feel pressure that he had to do something like that. But it was purely his idea, and we flew down, a guy named Mike Parsons down in Tampa, and we did a day trip, flew down there, drove down to Orlando area, and then got it done, and then drove back, and then flew back that evening. And it was a great trip, man. If nothing else, then it was a a day to remember that I will always have with my son that nobody can take away. It was awesome.
When you were back in the mix here for a moment, were there any serious talks about him? Okay, like when you're done, we want you. You're going to come here. You're going to go there. Any talks about that, or is it just kind of being left, down the line?
They tried to give him an NIL, but when I found out how much they were going to give him, I put the brakes on that one.
Okay.
But they would be ignorant if they didn't have idea that it could be in his future. So no, I mean it hasn't been a hard press by any stretch of the imagination. But he's got plenty of time.
Why was this so important for you? Why did you even want to do this at this point?
Because again, like I said, the last time I had the opportunity to go out and perform, it was in Saudi Arabia. I had 3 weeks notice to prepare. I was sick, and it was a horrible way to go out for me because I really didn't have a hand in it. I felt as though I did someone a favor, and it put me behind the 8 ball. Therefore, I didn't want to go out, hanging my hat on the door with that performance. Let's just say that. I'd say that's 95% of the reason. It would have been wonderful to do it immediately after that or shortly thereafter that. But, if I had to wait for 4 years or whatever it is, I don't care. I mean, I got a great opportunity. I had an opportunity to fight for the world heavyweight championship,
Is it officially out of your system now? In combat sports, people retire and then they come back 2 years later, 3 years later, 1 year later, 6 months later. Are you officially done? Will you never wrestle again?
I can't say that. I mean, in principle, yeah, I'm done. But I worked my ass off for 5 months, and I don't think I've dedicated that much of my life towards one goal, like one night. And I don't know. I would be remiss in saying that it did feel as though it was a waste because I only went out there for 14 minutes and that was it. But yeah, man, I mean, I'm 58 years old. My body's kind of torn to shreds. Hopefully I was able to cover a lot of it up. And, and I had my retirement match. I had 91 people fly in from all around the world, that were personal guests of mine. And I don't know if I want to kickstart that again and say, hey guys, guess what? I didn't retire. I'm going to go one more time. You don't plan stuff like that. In the world of professional wrestling, I guess you're not retired until you're dead. But, in principle, yeah, I'm retired.
Can I ask and perhaps shoot straight with you? Bill, it feels like you're battling like mixed emotions here about everything. That it's something that you're not quite sure how to feel about in the immediate aftermath. Is that accurate?
Let's just say I'm pissed off at the way I went out. Because I put so much into it, and I don't feel as though the effort was reciprocated to put a stamp on, what I accomplished. I'm not going to say that I'm not ecstatic about the opportunity that I got, but I was a WCW guy, man. I was I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it could have been done a little bit differently. That's all. And I'm happy with my performance. I'm happy with, the setting, but could it have been better? Absolutely. It can always be better.
And I know you mentioned this 2 week thing, but I'd be remiss if I don't ask what specifically could have been done differently. Could you tell us that?
Well, there's about 100 things. I mean, I did 3 interviews beforehand. Ariel, I did 3, right? In 6 months. It's just, they cut me off 30 seconds into my speech, bro. You don't do that. But, it's all good. It's all good.
Do you think that was their call or the network's call?
I think it doesn't matter because it's live television and you can plan for it.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. So, and I know it is what it is. And, the match might have gone long and the this and the that and whatever it is. But, I just think that it could have been a little classier prepared than it was. And I'll just say, and that's a mild understatement. Yeah, man, come on. Come on, man.
By the way, did they know that you were going to speak afterwards? Was that part of the plan?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay.
But I never heard I was going to speak for like 28 seconds.
Right.
But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I got the opportunity to speak for 28 seconds.
How did you react when you went backstage and realized that it got cut off? Because I'm sure in the moment you think that this is airing across the world, right?
I don't care. You know, I don't. It's not worth me. It's not worth me. I'm not going to snivel over it by any means. I got an opportunity to have it for 28 seconds. Not many people get that. But it just, you know, everything throughout the years have built up to something like the ultimate rib. I guess that was the ultimate rib.
You think that was intentional? You think that was done on purpose?
I don't know. I'm not saying it was done on purpose by any stretch of the imagination. I'm saying that it wasn't prepared for on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. So they wouldn't do that to Taker, right? I don't think they wouldn't. They're not going to do that to Cena. Cena's going around the world doing his retirement thing. You know, mine was just the World Heavyweight Championship match. And to be honest with you, I mean, and I'm going to catch hell for. I don't care. It was a world heavyweight. Dude, I had world heavyweight matches all the time. That doesn't do anything for me. I mean, it does, but you know, make it different than just an angle. At least at the end, do something, say something. I don't know. It just felt a little for me. That's all. That's it. And like I said, man, I'm not here to bitch and moan because I don't do that. And I'm not complaining by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just, you asked me a question and I'm answering.
Yes, sir.
You know, so.
I did see the speech because some people recorded it and posted it online. It's a great speech, and I hope that in some way, shape, or form they upload it and that you could see it in HD. Watch the whole thing; it was incredible. And you did mention in that speech that your father-in-law had just passed away, and so I'm very sorry to both you, your wife, of course, your son, your whole family on that awful news. Here's a couple of photos of him. How difficult was it to focus on the task at hand while going through all of this? Because it seems as though you had a very close relationship with him.
Oh man, stuff like that's always burdenous. I mean, there's no good timing for anything like that. I mean, it was a travesty. And but the fact is that we had him for a long period of time. He was of accelerated age, and the last number of years of his life weren't spent, in the most positive way physically. And so, it was part of a plethora of things that weighed heavily on me prior to this match. But I am no different than anyone else. Everyone has issues. Everyone has things that they have to work around. And, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And again, my whole journey in doing this, whether it's coming back, whether it's, doing stuff before my son was even born, I'm writing a book for my son, right? I'm doing this all for him. And I'm just showing that you can persevere no matter what the issues are. And everyone's got issues. Don't bitch and moan about them. Put your nose to the grindstone and work your ass off. Period. End of story. No matter if you're 15 or 58 or whatever it is, no matter if you're rich or poor or green or white, I don't care. You've heard me say it, And it's kind of like the part of the speech. I don't even remember the speech because, I don't know. It was weird. I had all these people in there, and it's just a weird deal. I'm not the most emotional guy in the world by any stretch, but I don't have a problem, speaking my mind and telling people my views. And the most important thing for me is you're only as good as your next match. You put your nose to the grindstone. You don't complain. You work your ass off, and that's how you beat people. And you shove it down their throat. And whether you're 15 or 58 or 19 playing football or you're doing your retirement match, you give everything you got. And it was wild because afterwards, like I said, I had like 90 something people there. And afterwards we had a room in the back that was put together at the last minute, and thank the WWE or TKO group or whoever did it. But I looked around the room and I had, man, people from all walks of life, whether it was, ex-Falcons teammates or whether it's Tulam or whether it's, my good friend who pretty much runs this town, who flew in on his private plane. He'd never been to a wrestling match before, or my accountant or my wife or my son, Josh Barnett. Everybody that was there was of the same character. And we're all alphas in our own respect. And we lead by example. And there needs to be more people like that. And needs to be more people like that don't pound their chest and take pictures of themselves and put it online just to show people that that's who they are. So, I got 27 seconds to make that statement because I knew that they were going to cut me off at some point because they had mentioned that they were going to run it online. So why not get a lot of views online when you know that you cut him off on live television? I mean, you see where I'm coming from, Ariel?
Yes, sir. Gunther, you mentioned him for a moment there. I just want to ask, as a dance partner, as a guy who is one of the faces of the company now, what do you think of him, working with him for the first time?
I just really apologize. Number one, I clipped him once with the right hand. And number two, I laughed when he chopped me, but I didn't know what to expect because, you feel these chops throughout your career a little bit and they're loud, man. It looks like they hurt. You look at the skin and it leaves some good marks and it's devastating. Look, it's a great work punch, right? But
I thought
it was going to hurt more. That's all. And it just startled me. And I didn't mean to do that. And I really apologize because I didn't mean to. That's not a rib. I'm not trying to, downplay his move, but it caught me off guard. And I completely broke character.
It's a great photo, though. That one that we just showed.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that.
I mean, I know. It's just, I can't believe that I did that. I feel so bad, man, because I love that kid. And to be able to have my last match with him, it was freaking awesome. The kid's extremely talented. And, man, would I love to have a chop fest with him and, have 10 more of those matches because each one you do with him is better. It's like having a match with Josh Barnett, probably. You don't have to worry about, where the punch is coming from, whether it's going to be a punch or a knee or an elbow or whatever it is. It's just a barrage. And that's how Steiner used to be. And, it was an honor to work with the kid. And I really am appreciative of him helping me out and making this old man look, like he could do some stuff.
I did love the factoid from Josh Barnett, who said on social media afterwards, first time in his life that he stepped foot in a WWE ring, which is pretty remarkable considering his great career. Did you know that?
No, I didn't. And hey, my job also is to get these people together and give them experiences like that. I mean, for me, it's I'm not going to say it's second nature, and I'm not going to say that I'm not extremely excited and appreciative that I do it, but that's what I do, man. And World Heavyweight Championship fight, that's what I do. I don't. So I enjoy it, and to have the Falcons in there, the big story always has been the coolest part of my wrestling career is when the Falcons saved me at the end of the night after beating Hogan, and I told you that story.
Yes.
So to be able to give people like that an experience that even through their lifetimes they've never been able to accomplish or never to step foot in, it's cool. It's funny.
You mentioned rib, but you mentioned it for a different, like as a joke for those that don't know, or a prank in the world of pro wrestling. Unfortunately, it does seem as though Charles Robinson injured one of his ribs after the spear that he took. Are you familiar with this? He posted this online that he broke a rib.
Yeah, I mean, here's the deal. I asked for Charles to be in there. Charles and I have a long history, and Charles has taken that before, and I might have broken a rib last time. And Charles is I don't know. I'm not going to say Renaissance, man. That dude's indestructible. I don't know how old he is, but he's taken that spear a number of times, a lot of times, actually. And more power to him, man. I love him to death, but I do apologize for the rib, but it'll heal like the other one did.
Yeah. What about you? Other than the hand, like you went through the freaking barricade, no serious injuries, your body's okay. You went 14 minutes. Look at that.
Accelerator, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm telling you, I'm not going to sit here and do a commercial, but there is no way in hell I could have done that, Ariel, without going to get the stem cells. Absolutely no way. The body that I've lived with prior to that, it couldn't have accomplished it. So yeah, man, just I woke up and my hand was swollen. I don't know what happened. I think I might have gone through who knows? Who cares? To be able to get out of that match, because of my knees, I got a bad knee. And everybody complains about, oh, he's limping. And man, it should be limping. I earned a limp. And if I got to go in with shoulder pads and a helmet and a knee brace on, I'm going in, but I'm going out like a warrior, right? So, yeah, my knee's bad, my shoulder's bad, but the stem cells allowed me, my neck's bad. Stem cells allowed me to go in there and give it my best at whatever age that I am. And I could not have done it. There was no way I could have done it without them. So I am an absolute firm believer. And wow, what a difference. Just unbelievable.
Could I ask?
Worked my butt off. I did.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I completely changed my diet for 5 months. I've never done that before. Never done that. And I did everything to set the stage for the stem cells to do their thing. And, I tried to do as much Muay Thai as possible without hurting myself. I posted a bunch of stuff. The reality is every time I went in there, I had to pull back. I had to pull back because I knew I was going to hurt myself. And the last thing that I needed was for me to, and I'll post it here soon. I got 100 cc's of fluid taken out of my knee a month ago. Just the day before we were going to train, something happened to it. And that wasn't in the playbook at all. So I've been nursing this thing, couldn't do legs for 3 weeks, couldn't do cardio for 3 weeks, couldn't kick. So, there's so much to deal with, but it was fun. I had a great time, man. I had a great time.
Did you bring anyone out as far as the wrestling training is concerned to, knock some of the rust off?
Yeah, a guy named Jimmy House, who's a big friend he's a fan of mine, and then he's a power lifter. He's a jiu-jitsu kid. He's a CT Fletcher. The kid does everything, and he's a wrestler now. The Von Erichs are local, and I brought them in to help me out, and I couldn't have done it without. There's so many people, man. My trainer, the guy who stretched me beforehand, 2 days a week for 5 months. There was Team Goldberg there was a plethora of people that lended a helping hand.
I love it. By the way, the locker room a bit different than the last time you were there. Any interactions backstage? Anyone impress you? Anyone come up to you and say something? Were there any good stories from being back there with the younger crew?
Well, I mean, they're so much younger, man. I mean, Braun obviously is a kid that I know. Steiner was in the back, and his dad was there. And I got to spend some great time with him, man. We got some great war stories, working in Japan and then riding together. And geez, Louise, and the Kurt Hennig days and Rick Rude days and Kevin Nash. And I didn't really. I mean. Cody, obviously. Cody's a great kid. Great relationship with his family. And there were a plethora of people back there that were nice enough to come up and thank me and say something about my career. But there's just such a discrepancy. I haven't met 90% of those kids.
By the way, speaking of Kurt Hennig, 27 years ago on July 12th, the day of this retirement match, so to speak. Do you know that you went up against him at Bash at the Beach, 1998, the one that was headlined by Hogan and Rodman and Malone and DDP? You were the co-main against Hennig. You beat him in 3 minutes and 50 seconds. You remember this?
Is that the one outside in New York?
Was it in New York? San Diego.
San Diego, yeah. Kurt Hennig, man, he was one of the best. absolutely one of the best human beings and best workers. And God, the stories, I can't tell you half of them because they're X-rated, but he was under the ring. The NWO had to stay under the ring one night, and it was when we had the 3-hour show, and it was the entire NWO, and he knew that he was trapped under the ring with them for 3 hours, and so he had hard-boiled eggs, and it was a scene. So people were throwing up in buckets, and
jeez.
It was horrible. But those were the days, man. Those were the days when you could bully people and then get away with it.
Maybe good and bad days in that regard.
100%. Yeah.
It was. I did like the nostalgia. I really did. And seeing Doug Dillinger, incredible. Have you kept in touch with him? Are you friends with him?
I've spoken to him a couple of times, but in all honesty, I mean, I was so inundated with trying to figure out who I invited and who I didn't invite. You know, Dillinger was brought to my attention from some official at the WWE. So
wow.
That I'm appreciative of.
Okay. Needless to say, like, you're not showing up at SummerSlam. Like, that's it for you? Are you done as far as this WWE run? Is there any sort of lingering aftermath? So long, sayonara?
Yeah, I don't think I'm lingering anywhere around the WWE in any time future.
Oh, man.
By any stretch of the imagination. But like I said, man, you know, hey, wrestling world, you're never retired until you're dead. But
sure.
I ain't dead yet, man. So it was reinvigorating. It was a lot of fun. It taught me that I could do things that I never thought that I could do.
Any chats with Triple H back there?
Any chats with him?
Yeah, just, how's business? How's everything?
Yeah, I Kimura'd his ass when he came up behind me. We speak infrequently, but we have a good relationship, I believe. It was tumultuous throughout times of our careers, to say it mildly, but it's where it's at, man. It's Triple H.
Got you. Where do you go from here, Bill? What's next? What do you do now?
Oh, man, I got August 29th. I think we got a home game against Georgia Tech at the University of Colorado with Gage.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's on the field instead of just hanging out on the sidelines. But either way, man, I'm going to be there, and that's kind of what's next. I mean, I'm jumping back into my cars and doing some TV show stuff in the automobile world and trying to put some smiles on kids' faces. And I'm going to have a little bit of fun, man. And I'm going to train my ass off, and I'm going to get back in the gym, the kickboxing gym, and I'm going to have some fun, man. Have some fun.
Okay, but now take it easy a little bit. Now you let the body rest. Chill out.
It really is. It's really hard. I've spent probably 8 hours on the tractor already this morning, and it's tough to just chill.
8 hours? Man. What are you doing for 8 hours on the tractor?
Mowing 200 acres.
Golly.
And trying to dodge rocks at the same time, and not shooting rocks out of my lawnmower and breaking the windows of my garage like I've done previously. So it's a really cool existence out here, man. Like I said, we got 200 acres. I got 15,000 square foot garage with 40 cars in it and a bunch of animals. And our boy will be home on Friday, and we can talk about his future and talk about my future. I got a lot of cool things coming up, and I ain't dead yet. That's for sure. I've just begun.
Oh, okay. Last one. Is it hard for you mentally to go from network TV, you're in the ring, thousands of people, millions watching at home, and then on a Tuesday morning, you're on the tractor? Is that a hard thing as a supremely famous person, or do you like that juxtaposition? Is it hard to go from this?
It's harder doing the other way.
Yeah.
It's harder being on the tractor and going on national television.
Right.
Right. But like I said, don't let me downplay it by any stretch. I'm hugely honored that I would ever have the opportunity to do that once, but it doesn't faze me. It is what it is. Yeah, man. I mean, I can be shoveling horse shit here in 5 minutes, and, there's so much. The real world is pretty amazing, and it's tough to get away from it, but I do very much relish the opportunity and the privilege of being able to be in situations that people would die for. And I don't take it lightly, and I'm not done by any stretch of the imagination. It's just I'm going to hang out for a little while, and I'm going to go eat some freaking pizza.
Yeah.
And hopefully, I don't know, it was weird, really weird. It's like I ate an anchor or something, but I will be eating cheese again, and I might even have some bacon. But yeah, it's been weird, Ariel. It's been really strange, but it's been fun.
You're a mensch, Bill. It's such a pleasure to have you on. It's so great to talk to you. It's so great to have a friendship with you. I was so happy for you. It was great to see you back in the limelight, in a main event, in Atlanta. And I know it wasn't exactly as you had hoped and planned, but just from afar, not knowing the finer details, it was pretty damn cool on a Saturday night. So, and all the little touches, all the little nostalgic touches were, again, I know you probably wanted more and better, but just from afar, 10,000 feet away, it was pretty nice and it warmed my heart. So thank you. Appreciate you very much. I still have my Bill Goldberg long sleeve t-shirt that I bought in 1999. I still wear it. Holes and all, and my wife says I need to get rid of it, and I say, no way. I ain't getting rid of it.
I need you to send me your address because I have a chair for you. Okay?
Oh, wow.
From the event. And
that's very kind.
I can't thank you enough for being the person that you are, not only as the human being, but as a reporter and as somebody who is highly respected in your field. And thank you for always being there for us, the not only the entertainers but the fans at the same time. So, and I very much value your relationship and your friendship. And yeah, man, I've only just begun. Like I said, I'll be walking freaking Gage out here soon somewhere.
That's gonna be great. That's gonna be great. Thank you, Bill. Congrats. Appreciate your time very much.
100%. Be well, my friend.
You're the man. There he is, the great Bill Goldberg, kind enough to join us after his retirement match in Atlanta on Saturday night's main event. A proud Georgia Bulldog. Perhaps Mr. Burks was watching that one. I know he's a big fan. Fellow alum. Did your dad go to Georgia as well, GC?
Yeah.
He went there too?
Yeah.
Bros did as well?
Nope.
Just you?
One brother went to Georgia Tech, the other went to Alabama.
How do you go to Georgia Tech?
Yeah, a bit of a rivalry. Engineering.
Better?
Engineering. Way better. Way better, yeah. Got a great job.
Yellow
Great wife.
Jackets.
Yeah, go Jackets, baby.
Really go Jackets. Can you say that as a UGA guy?
It's okay. Been to quite a few Georgia Tech games. He was in the marching band there. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Where do they play? Outdoors?
Bobby Dodd Stadium, yeah. Downtown Atlanta.
Where do the Dogs play?
Sanford Stadium, Athens, Georgia.
Yeah.
Bit of a size difference there, like 55,000 versus 93,000.
93 is UGA.
Correct, yeah. One of the biggest stadiums in the world, but yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah, just hanging out on a college campus.
Yeah. Bill Goldberg, the man. Interesting stuff there.
The man.
Very interesting. All right.
2 weeks.
2 weeks, yes. I was like, what is he talking about? What a character, what a legend. And great to see him with his son in particular. That picture of the chop is just unbelievable. Imagine having pec so big that it just sort of like melts into the pec. The chop from Gunther, who can chop with the best of them. It just sort of melts. Look at that. Golly. Imagine looking like that at 58. Could you imagine?
Can't imagine looking like it at 31.
The shot, we were talking about the face-to-face shot. Gunther really does look like a 1950s pro wrestler who wrestled the likes of Frank Gotch and Hackenschmidt, George Hackenschmidt, Gorgeous George. Like just something about his trunks and his boots and his arms and his posture and his hair, the legs. He's really a throwback.
Everything.
Love that guy.
Looks like he's gonna say why I oughta.
Goldberg looks like 1998 Goldberg right there in that shot, right?
It's incredible.
Unbelievable. In a couple of seconds, we're going to be joined by Mario Barrios. After that, we're going to be joined by Patricio Pitbull, and then we'll round out the AH show with Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, who had that frustrating split decision loss to Gabriel Bonfim. Mario Barrios is defending his WBC welterweight title. That's 147 pounds this Saturday on pay-per-view. One of the better PBC pay-per-view offerings on Amazon Prime Video. As you see right there, Fundora versus Tszyu 2. Tim Tszyu going to be joining us tomorrow on the program. As is, I can tell you, Manny freaking Pacquiao, the pride of the Philippines, on the program tomorrow. Are you kidding me? Angel Fierro against Pitbull Cruz, part 2 as well. That's a solid offering. Fundora versus Tszyu 1 was incredible about a year and a half or so ago. But this big one is the one that a lot of people have been talking about since it was announced, because Manny Pacquiao, obviously up there in age, I believe 46, if my memory serves me correct. Let me see here. Let me just double check so I don't mislead you. Yep, 46, turns 47 on December the 17th. Legend of the game, one of the greatest of all time, Hall of Famer, of course, returning to action, and not just returning to action, but getting a title shot. First getting the ranking, and then getting the title shot, which seemed to have irked a lot of people. A lot of people didn't think that he had done enough. I mean, it's a little bit, it's a little bit unique, but he is Manny Pacquiao, and these things happen in the sport of boxing. It is for the very prestigious WBC welterweight title, which we had Connor Ben on the show just yesterday talking about how he's sort of weighing, like, do I want the rematch versus Eubank, or do I want, the WBC fight? It seems like he had a conversation with Mauricio Suleiman, the president of the WBC, and seemed to imply that he was given some sort of indication that he could get it. Obviously, the Eubank fight is a bigger fight because it will bring a lot of money, but to his bank account, to his pocket. But let's be honest, he also wants some belts. The last time Manny Pacquiao fought was, when was this? 4 years ago? Or was it 5 years ago? 2021. So 4 years ago. I was right. Against Yordenis Ugas. Lost that fight. But prior to that, had won 3 in a row. Beat Keith Thurman. Beat Adrian Broner. Beat Lucas Matisse. So it's not like he was losing, 7 straight. But he is getting up there in age. A lot of fights. 62 wins. 8 losses. 2 draws. 3 losses, of course, via knockout. None bigger than the Marquez knockout. And so here it is, on pay-per-view. One of the many big fights happening this Saturday. One of the many big boxing events happening this Saturday. Usyk Dubois in the afternoon here in the United States. Later in the evening, the great Bam Rodriguez returning in Texas. And then on Amazon Prime pay-per-view, the return of the Pac-Man, Manny Pacquiao, challenging the reigning defending WBC welterweight champion Mario Barrios. The aforementioned Barrios kind enough to join us right here now from Las Vegas. There he is. Hello, Mario. How are you?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm doing great, and it's great to have you on, especially ahead of this massive fight. Could I ask, when did you first hear that this was a possibility? I remember speaking to you at AT&T Stadium on that Netflix card, same card, of course, that Jake Paul fought Mike Tyson. You had a big opportunity there, fought to a draw against Abel Ramos. Was this on your radar even then? Did you know, hey, if I get by this, if I retain, Pacquiao's next?
Yeah, it was actually after that fight with Ramos. I got word that Pacquiao was interested in coming out of retirement, to fight me. So yeah, it was actually after that same night.
Do you think that he's coming out of retirement because he wants to fight you specifically, or do you think he wants your belt?
I think he wants my belt, but yeah, I think he's after the green strap, especially coming out of retirement.
Yeah. What was your reaction initially when you heard about this? Did you think like, nah, there's no way, or like were you skeptical? Were you excited? Were you not interested? What were you feeling when you heard about this in the early stages?
I was kind of skeptical, and then I didn't really think that it was something that was going to unfold. But, the way everything has gone this year, here we are. And Yeah, I mean, initially, I mean, I was like very surprised, but I did say, I mean, if that was something he wanted to do, it would still be an honor. And yeah, I mean, now we're here, now it's fight week. And so it's pretty crazy the way things have like unfolded.
Yes, you're fighting a living legend. There were some purists who were upset when he got ranked and then got the title shot. Do you understand where they're coming from?
Yeah, I can understand it, but I think just the fighter, everything that like Manny has given to the sport of boxing, I think he's one of those like legendary type of fighters. He can do that. But I mean, yeah, I can see it and I can understand the criticism behind it.
I will be honest with you. You're 16 years younger than him. You're an incredible fighter in your prime. There is a part of me that's just a little bit worried from like a health standpoint, right? Because of the age gap. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Usually, you're not fighting someone who's 16 years older than you, and you're 30, and he's 46. It's not a very common thing. I mean, it did happen in that Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight. The gap was even bigger, but you're not Jake Paul. You're a lot further along in your career and a lot more seasoned and a champion in the WBC. So do you understand some of that concern from some of the audience?
No, yeah, for sure. I think even, when I first heard about the fight, that was, the reason why there was so much, the reason why I had so much like skepticism over it, because I didn't believe, that one, that Manny was going to come out of retirement to fight again, and two, I didn't think that he was going to come out and try to fight me, for the title. But allegedly, he's looking better than ever. He's rested. So I still had to go in there on fight night and take care of business.
Is this considered, at least in your opinion, a dream match for you, or was there such a gap in age between the two of you that you didn't even dream of something like this because it was so far-fetched it didn't even seem at all possible?
I think it was one of those things I never really saw possible, or at least like it wasn't something that I pictured that would be happening. More like a fantasy type of matchup, right? Like I was explaining to somebody, like when you're on when you're playing fight night and you're matching up fighters from like different eras.
Yeah. That's what it really does feel like. It's kind of even surreal that we're here talking about a Manny Pacquiao title fight in the year 2025. As you were preparing for him, his last fight was 4 years ago. And like I said, it wasn't like he was on a 6-fight losing streak. But I'm just wondering, as you're preparing for him, are you watching tape of vintage Manny, of Manny from the last few years? How are you game planning for him based on what? Because 4 years at his age is significant as well.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think 4 years for a fighter in their prime is is a lot, but let alone for somebody at 46. And but yeah, like I said, they're saying he's faster and he's rested. So we have been preparing as if we're fighting a not necessarily a prime Pacquiao, but a Pacquiao with within these last like 10 years. So we have been looking at a lot of those type of fights, and that's kind of I started to go in there and expect Manny to be on his P's and Q's, and that's exactly what we have been preparing for.
Did you watch any of his exhibition bouts? He had a couple of those since his last fight. Is there anything you could take away from that, or do you feel like that's not a real version of him?
I feel like it's not really a real version of him, but there's still how would I say, there's still habits that he made in those little exhibitions that we're able to pick up on. Like, okay, like he has a habit of doing this, especially when he fought. I think I don't know if it was Korean or Japanese, or he fought another tall opponent. That had reach and size over him. So I mean, those just like little things that we were able to take away, but we weren't really looking too hard at those performances from those exhibitions.
He's had throughout the course of his career a pretty good record against Mexican fighters. Eric Morales, Barrera, Marquez, etc. Is that a point of pride for you to get one for La Raza, to get one for the country?
I think deep inside of me, there definitely is. I was always, a proud Mexican kid, a proud brown kid, and so when people had, bring this like fight up to me, there are a lot of people, assume that I was like a big Pacquiao fan, and I mean, I'm not saying I wasn't, right. I just know anytime Manny fought against a Mexican fighter, I was going against Manny just because I was that kid growing up. If he was fighting a Mexican fighter, I was going, for the Mexican fighter. But I mean, there's also been plenty of fights, where I have rooted for Pacquiao. But yeah, there's definitely that, like deep inside, I had talked about it on the special that Amazon did during the lead up, because they called him the Mexicutioner for a while, and I'm a very proud Mexican kid, with indigenous roots, and so I know for even that fact alone, there's a lot of people that are rooting for me to win, but yeah.
Yesterday in our studio, we had Conor Benn, and he was talking about that he might come to the fight, that he spoke to Mauricio Suleiman, and he feels like he could get the winner, or he might go in the direction of this rematch against Chris Eubank Jr. If all goes according to plan for you, what do you think about a fight against Conor Benn? Do you think that he is deserving of a title fight?
Yeah, I think he is. I'd always said, that a fight with Conor Benn, it would be, I think it would be a very exciting fight. And I had heard like rumors that because of his ranking that it would even become like a mandatory or something. But no, I mean, I would definitely entertain, a fight with Benn. I think it would be, a big fight for boxing, and that's exactly what I'm looking, to continue to bring to the sport. So, that's kind of why, this fight is still so important, for me, for my career, because it's going to continue to just, make those big fights.
Speaking of big fights, what about Brian Norman, the WBO champion, going up against Devin Haney in November 22nd? That was announced last week. Could I ask who you like in that fight?
I like both, man. Brian, he had a sensational title defense, with his knockout over there in I believe Japan.
Yeah.
And but yeah, Haney, I feel like Haney is the one out of both of those fighters, who has more to prove. Just, because I feel like for Norman, it's just another title defense, but I think Haney is trying to, prove his position in this division. So, it's going to be interesting to see, because I think Norman definitely, he has skills, and he definitely has the like power behind him. And, but yeah, Haney is a tremendous boxer. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. And, even, the winner between that one will be someone that I have my eyes on.
What do you think of Haney's last fight, his last performance in Times Square?
He got the win.
Yeah.
That's all I could really say about that.
Yeah. Wasn't one for the highlight reel, perhaps?
Yeah, not really. I mean, technically, he put on a boxing lessons against Ramirez, but I don't think he wowed anybody. But yeah.
Could I ask, in 2 months, we have a guy who spent a very long time at 147, Terrence Crawford, moving up to 168. I know you had the one fight at 154, but it feels like a 147-pounder versus a 168-pounder when he goes up against Canelo. How do you think he does against Canelo?
I think he does really, really well, actually.
You think he wins?
I think it's a fight, man. It's hard to say, but I think it's one of those fights, you could play, 50 times, and every 50 times, you can get something different, because both those dudes, Canelo and Crawford, they bring so much to the table, stylistically. I think, Canelo's at a point. Well, actually, both of them are at a point in their career where they have accomplished so much, from like jumping weight classes, to challenging the best. And I think this is one of those fights you only get, once every like century. And at first, a lot of people were talking about the size difference or the size advantage Canelo was gonna have, but it looks like Crawford has gone up in a very strong and healthy way. It's just gonna be interesting to see the way that he handles the punch from Canelo on fight night. But I do give Crawford a really good chance. But yeah, I mean, I'm definitely I still have Canelo in that fight. I'm still leaning towards Canelo, but I wouldn't be surprised if Crawford does shock everybody.
2 more quick ones. Were you surprised that Rolly Romero beat Ryan Garcia, and it seems like he'll be made the official champ now that Boots Ennis is moving up? Are you interested in maybe him next if all goes well on Saturday?
Yeah, and like I said, that goal still remains the same for me. Fight the best of my division. Unify the other titles. With the other champions. But yeah, I mean, I thought when Rolly fought Ryan Garcia, I thought Ryan Garcia was gonna have a little better performance. I thought it was going to be, a lot closer, but yeah, Rolly came out, and Rolly is also, he's somebody I've considered a friend for a very long time, and I am happy for him. But at the end of the day, we are in the same division, and if he gets elevated, to full champion, he is somebody, I'm gonna have my eyes on also.
What's the official prediction? You versus Manny freaking Pacquiao on Saturday. How are you winning?
By any means necessary, whatever it takes to make sure, my hand is raised at the end of the night. Whether it's outboxing him, whether it's I know if at any point I have him hurt, I'm not going to hesitate to pull the trigger on him, because I know, that that old legend, he's in there, to still take what I have.
Looking forward to it. There it is. PBC pay-per-view this Saturday night, 8 p.m. Eastern on Amazon Prime. Manny Pacquiao, the returning Manny Pacquiao, 46 years young, against the champ Mario Barrios. Thank you, Mario. All the best to you, my man. Congratulations on this opportunity. Looking forward to seeing how you do on Saturday.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
Mario Barrios, kind enough to join us, the WBC welterweight champion. And tomorrow on the show, we'll be joined by Manny Pacquiao. That is always a great privilege and honor as well. Patricio Pitbull going to join us from New Orleans to preview his fight against Dan Ige on Saturday, and then we'll round out the day with Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. I mean, who else touches all corners of the combat sports world? We'll go from Goldberg to Barrios to Pitbull to everywhere in between on this show. But I did want to have a brief conversation with anyone who's available back there about what is the most important fight of the weekend. I would say from a sentimental standpoint, I think we would all agree that for us, Dustin Poirier versus Max Holloway is the most sentimental fight of the weekend because it is Dustin's last dance, because it's his retirement fight, and he's one of those guys that I actually do believe will sail off into the sunset. I can't see him coming back. He's been talking about for years. His wife wanted him to walk away. He's done it all. He wants to be healthy. He wants to be able to play with his daughter. He's expecting another child in the latter portion of the year. So I think from a sentimental standpoint, I mean, this is something. You know what I was thinking, guys? You know what I was thinking? There's an interesting picture painted on Saturday. It's very symbolic in many ways, because over in South Africa, you have fighters like Johnny Eblin and Dakota Ditcheva who probably won't say it, but we all know are frustrated, right? They're frustrated because they feel like their career is stalling. They're not getting attention. Where are they going? What are they doing? Are they a champion? Are they not? What the hell is going on, right? This is the card, Cape Town, ESPN Plus, Road to Dubai Champion Series. Then you go over to England, and you have the undisputed heavyweight title. Perhaps the richest prize in all of combat sports. Perhaps the prize that gets you the most amount of money in combat sports. At one time, you are the baddest man on the planet if you are fighting for the heavyweight title and the undisputed heavyweight title. In the four-belt era, there's only been one undisputed heavyweight title fight, and that was in May of last year. Because remember, when Usyk and Fury fought for the second time, it wasn't for undisputed gold because Daniel Dubois was IBF champ. And by the way, I'll say once again, it is an absolute travesty. It is a crime what is being done to Big Joe Parker. Joseph Parker, the Big Oos, is being F'd 12 ways, and once on Sunday. He was supposed to fight Dubois. I still don't understand why that fight didn't happen. He has to fight Bakole on 24 hours notice. Bakole becomes this darling. And why isn't Joseph Parker on the card? Why isn't he at least fighting someone? Why is everyone else getting a fight and not Joseph Parker? And then I'll have the idiots on Twitter say to me, oh, he's IBF. Oh, he has to fight to unify this and that. Who gives a fuck? First of all, they're step aside all the time. Second of all, they were supposed to fight each other and he didn't show up. That's an unofficial win for Joe Parker. Joe Parker will join us tomorrow on the program, live from London, to give us a piece of his mind, because he's being screwed. Why doesn't he have at least fight? How can he not have a fight? Pisses me off. He's too nice and they're taking advantage of him, and he doesn't have someone banging the drum saying that he must be fighting. Then you go over to New Orleans, and it's the final dance, the last dance for one of the most beloved fighters in the history of the sport. What a story. Then you go over to Las Vegas, and it's everything the fight game has always been about. It's a guy who had his last dance who's now coming back for more. And we're watching it like this, right? We're just hoping Pacquiao survives. What's up? And then we'll end it in Texas with perhaps pound for pound, number one on everyone's popcorn list as far as boxing is concerned, Bam Rodriguez, who has a fight, by the way, scheduled for November. And what has been the common theme whenever they've announced two fights in a row? The one in between, the white stuff of the Oreo, is a stinker, or someone stumbles. We were doing so good with the posters there. What happened to the Bam poster? Did we not have it? We were doing. You were hitting me.
Didn't know that one was coming.
We were dancing.
That's on me. I'll take the L.
We were dancing there. We were dancing. You were hitting. It was like we didn't even plan that. So what's the most important fight? GC, what do you say? The most important fight.
Yeah.
Because of the stakes?
Yeah, undisputed heavyweight championship of the world.
I thought you were going to say
silver on the line. Oh, yeah. A potential another win for Georgian MMA could be huge. Would have been great. Usyk, Dubois.
Which fight are you most looking forward to?
Oh, Poirier, Holloway, no doubt.
No doubt.
No doubt about it. New Orleans, Smoothie King Center, Dustin Poirier, final walk to the octagon, dance partners Max Holloway.
Lil Wayne?
Is
that happening?
I don't know.
Confirmed?
They should let it happen. The fact that they're doing this event in New Orleans just for Dustin Poirier makes me think that they might let Lil Wayne walk as well.
They hate those things.
Massive star.
And when done right, it's so good, right?
So good.
Like look at Friday with Amanda Serrano.
Oh my gosh, I could harp forever on how much better that atmosphere was than any of the UFC fight nights I've been to.
Friday, I keep saying Saturday. Friday MSG better than any atmosphere you've ever experienced for the UFC.
Not even in the same universe.
Best atmosphere you've ever experienced. Period.
Nah. There's been some really crazy college football games.
No. Combat sports.
Combat sports. That yeah. The build up right before
So good.
the main event was about to start, like the arena was on tilt. It was insane.
It was actually deafening.
absolutely
Like my
insane.
ears were kind of ringing.
And just like the pockets of like these Puerto Rican fans going crazy, then the Irish fans going crazy, and then just like the music, the DJ was blaring fantastic music. Everyone was hype. It was amazing. And then you had the national anthems go on. It was incredible.
By the way, shout out to the DJ, the MVP DJ, Evie is his name.
Oh, he's killing it.
He's actually. I mean, like when we did the press conference, I was getting hyped from the music. Every person had their own walkout song.
So yeah, the Lil Wayne needs to happen on Saturday night. But most important, Usyk Dubois. Most I'm looking forward to, Poirier Holloway.
You guys doing watch party for everything? What are we doing?
Nah, I don't think so.
Just UFC?
Yeah, just UFC.
Casuals.
I mean, we'll have our eyes on everything.
Feel free to switch it on. We'll get you live from the Casa de Helwani if you want
told me
to.
call time was like 12 Helwani so that we could go
For
live
PFL Africa?
Yeah, you and I.
Yeah, shout out.
By the way,
you are going to Helwani's house to do it?
Yeah, we're doing it live.
Oh, wow.
Dakota,
All right,
what is it, Alima
By the way,
McFarlane?
No. Can I just say the PFL, and lest we forget, I was going to mention KSW 108, but I wasn't sure if you had the poster for it.
I don't have that poster either,
Sneeko and
so
Nava.
I do have the Bam Rodriguez one if you want it.
Oh, let's see it. Yeah, it's not a bad one, by the way.
That artist poster, the artist series
Yeah.
poster for 318 is great.
Can I just say, though,
Always better.
this PFL card is actually a really good one as far as their standards are concerned.
Yeah.
Johnny Eblin, Dakota Ditcheva,
AJ McKee.
AJ McKee, Corey Anderson.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
The dance partners aren't amazing. I imagine, I can't find any lines yet, but I would imagine that Eblin and Ditcheva are going to be
Ditcheva might be a gigantic, like this
Like
might
a
be
minus
minus
2,000.
2,000. Yeah. Is that what you're going to say?
Yeah, like massive.
James
I mean,
Tuno?
I remember Samika Inaba from the Bellator.
Yeah.
That's
Shout
always
out.
going to be a problem for PFL, though, is the other side. Who is the B side? It
Right.
is always going to be an issue. The fact that these fighters are fighting, I think, is a major positive. The infrequency with which we see them is a major negative. Like, they need to be more active. We need to see them more.
The problem is, and actually, Johnny Eblin was someone who suffered from this. Like when you kind of fight on those prelims, and then all of a sudden you get a title shot. Remember, Johnny Eblin got a title shot against Gegard Mousasi. I think you guys were there. Were you not?
I was in attendance.
Yes,
He was
and
a
it like,
massive underdog.
Who's Johnny Eblin? He was just
No
fighting
idea.
on prelims, and so you have these guys. Like, can anyone tell me anything about Costello Venstinas' last 3 fights?
Also,
The Spaniard?
a name I remember from Bellator.
Yes, a fixture on the Bellator prelim scene, and now he's fighting for the belt. So if you do nothing to build up these contenders and just say, oh, let's. Like, I got into an argument with someone from Bellator who got really mad at Pizzi and I when talking about the Usman Nurmagomedov Paul Hughes thing, and he's like, oh, we're gonna put this
You mean
guy in.
PFL?
Oh, what did I say?
Bellator.
Well, maybe that gives a hint. He's like, oh, what do you mean? We're putting this guy in. It makes all the sense. He's the number one contender. I'm like, no one knows who this guy is. What are you talking about? You have like 3 interesting fights right now with stories attached to it, with actual emotion attached to it, with actual selling points. What are you doing? Why are you not making those fights? Enough of this.
By the way, I think both things can exist and both things can be true. You can continue to create contenders for these champions, because I don't think they're ever going to have like a really like convincing B-side for a lot of these matchups, right? Dakota is kind of in a category on her own. Johnny Eblin's kind of in a category on his own, sorry. Just throw in people. Just throw in bodies. Give them title shots. Start building them up the way other promotions have to say, this is our champion. They cannot be stopped. They could beat the UFC champion. And you just continue to do that. When you have like a Hughes and a Nurmagomedov, you do that. You take advantage of that. When it feels like there's a capable kind of B-side, when there's a fair pairing, you do that. But in the meantime, like, it does nobody any favors for Johnny Eblin to be sitting out this long, and then you do that. Then you throw him in there with somebody that nobody knows who this person is. You have to keep them busy, or you have to have a competent foil for them. But if you just do this thing where they fight every 6 months and you throw somebody in from that was fighting on a prelim last time, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work.
It doesn't work. You look. It's good to.
But if he ran through 4 of these a year, I think there's a case to be made that this makes sense, right? If Johnny Eblen gets built this way, where it goes, Johnny Eblen's the best middleweight on the planet. There's nobody in the UFC that could touch him, and you just now. He has to win those fights, but you keep doing that, I think it's going to work better strategically than if it's just like we see him so infrequently and against somebody we know is not in his caliber.
Johnny Eblen is one of the best middleweights in the world, but doesn't get that recognition because A, he's not fighting enough, and B, he's not fighting against people who you could say like, oh, look how good he is. If Johnny Eblen was in the UFC right now, and I know he had the close call against Impa, and that maybe took a little bit of the shine. Is he fighting number one contender fights? Is he the Patchy thing kind of screwed everything up, didn't it? Now everyone thinks everyone's a fraud. I don't think Johnny
Pitbull's debut wasn't great either. Like they're, sometimes
it's about to join us. He might be on the Zoom. What are you talking about?
I can assure you he's not.
Okay.
What do we do? Johnny Eblen versus like a Jared Cannonier?
I think Johnny's the favorite in that fight, is he not?
Probably at this point in Cannonier's
Johnny
career.
Eblen versus the winner of Whitaker RDR next weekend's main event.
That's a tough task right there.
You think that's a tough task?
We can do these kind of things until the cows come home. How are they going to get somebody like that to compete with Johnny Eblen? That is the problem for PFL.
They can't.
And that's the problem with when they signed Francis Ngannou. That's the problem every time they had a big signing in the Bellator era. It can't just be one person. It can't just be a champion and nobody else. You have to create compelling things. I don't know if that tournament is the way you do that. I think you just need some names to sign with this promotion and be challengers.
I was very critical of the Pacquiao fight, but I won't lie. Like, I need to watch that.
Yeah,
Manny fucking Pacquiao.
I just want to know what he looks like,
Yeah.
And also, you see the videos of him going like, brrr, and I know that's just, a 30-second video, but it's Manny freaking Pacquiao.
I was just talking to our guy Leo outside, a Filipino, and he was just like, yeah, it's a religious experience. You would go to church and they'd tell you to like go with God and go Manny. Like it's that. So it's Manny fucking Pacquiao. Of course I'm gonna watch it.
TV.
I'm gonna watch it like this though.
Yeah. Actually, you guys might be on air when it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What's the plan for
gonna
that?
be somewhere.
A little side stream.
You're gonna do like scorecards for that too?
A little side stream.
No scorecards for the Pacquiao.
Frank will be
Filipino
doing
flag
scorecards for that one.
Filipino flag?
Me?
By the way,
yes, because we only have. Well, are we gonna do Hawaiian flag or are we gonna do?
You got to do Hawaiian and Louisiana.
State. Both.
I mean, because you can't have
both
two
US.
Americans. It's kind of boring.
Yeah.
Filipino fight feast. That would be a fun one.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking.
Right?
Who's eating the balut? Who's eating the egg?
What is that?
That's the
duck fetus.
The duck is in the egg.
I'm out.
Wow.
Wouldn't do it again.
The duck is in the egg?
Yeah.
Legit?
Yeah.
Legit.
Like an actual duck?
Yeah, Frank ate it one time and looked right into the dead fetus's eye.
I opened up the eyelid and there was nothing there. It still horrifies me.
Stop. What are you talking about?
I've even talked about this on the show. Vietnamese.
He's told me at lunch like 18 times.
By the way,
I'm like busy eating a hard-boiled egg, and he's just like,
this one time.
One time I ate a duck fetus.
PTSD runs deep.
By the way, why you say Vietnamese? We're talking Filipino.
It's a shared delicacy.
I thought you were going to say.
Oh, I was going to say what? Huh?
You thought you was going to say all the same. I was going to get HR on you.
Vietnam is in the Philippines. Is that what Frank was about to say?
I think that's what he was implying.
Next, you're going to say never mind.
Oh, what?
Nothing.
Well,
KSW 108 as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's another one too. I think there's another card. Oh yeah, what do we got?
Why do these guys look like
Kazmarich?
Why does the dude on the left look like this is his UFC 5, like the video game?
The dude on the left is Oscar Willis. No, the dude on the right. Sorry, no,
Yeah.
right.
Oscar Willis is on the right. Video game character on the left.
The video. He kind of looks like the guy on the left looks like the bad guy in a high school movie. Like he's the jock, like the smile, the chin up. He's the guy who stuffs the sympathetic good guy who's just trying to talk to the girl while they're holding, their books up. And he's just like, yeah, bro, get out of the way. The train is rolling through. You know what I mean? He's not quite quite. He's not quite Biff Tanner, but he's like that type of guy.
The filter's just throwing me off. I don't know what it is.
What filter?
The filter on him. It looks like he's a video game character.
There's a filter on him? Why is the other guy with 2 thumbs up?
He really does.
Just happy to be there, man.
He really does look like Oscar
He
Willis.
does. What a bizarre poster. Also, as far as KSW standards is concerned, like pretty low rent. No?
Yeah, actually, KSW puts on bangers, but I don't really know the lineage of their posters.
No. All right. Well, there you have it. We'll be joined by Wonderboy Thompson to round out the day. But first, let's go back to New Orleans. We were there yesterday as Paulo Costa was just checking in. We'll speak to another great Brazilian fighter competing on the main card. He is the one and only Patricio Pitbull, who is going up against Dan Ige in his second UFC fight. There he is. Bom dia.
Bom dia, tudo bem?
Tudo bem? Captain Eric, long time, my friend. ¿Cómo estás?
That's right. Good to see you again.
Good to see you too. Okay, we're in New Orleans, my friends. This is a big fight for you, Patricio. Can I ask difference in terms how you're feeling this fight and April in Miami? What is the difference?
Miami hoje. I am feeling good. I'm feeling ready. My debut was with I was defeated, and now I know I need the victory. So I am very concentrado nisso. Focused. I'm very focused on that victory.
Sometimes we hear about people making their UFC debut. They get octagon jitters. The lights are different. The pressure is greater. Did you feel that in your debut in April?
No. For me, it was the opposite. I was very calm, and that was my mistake.
Why do you think you were so calm?
I fucked up now. All my career, like 10 years in Bellator, I was fighting for the title. So it means 25 minutes fighting, and isso cadenciou o meu jogo. Eu acabei ficando um pouco com senso de urgência, menos pronto, e agora tudo é diferente. When you're preparing for 25 minutes, your ability to really push the pace, you kind of relax because you have a 25-minute pace, and he didn't adjust to that for the 3 rounds.
Okay, you think you started too slow?
Yes, for me, that fight was like a jogo de xadrez. It was like a chess match. Então eu não podia vacilar muito, e no terceiro round, quando a gente brigou para vencer aquele round, eu acabei tomando knockdown, peguei o braço dele, mas enfim, ele ganhou por pontos. Então eu acho que eu podia ter sido um pouco mais violento desde o começo. I'd love to be more violent from the beginning, because the first 2 rounds, I didn't really turn it on to the 3rd round, but then there was a knockdown, then I got an arm bar. But I won't let that happen again. Wait until the 3rd round.
Was Yair better?
We'll get the violence started right off the bat.
Was Yair better than you thought?
Yair era melhor que você pensava? Não, eu achei que ele ia vir mais para cima, como ele vinha nas outras lutas. Ele foi bem conservador na minha luta. Eu achei que ele também sabia que se ele errasse, ele ia pagar alto por isso. Então ele lutou diferente nesse sentido. In this way, he came a little bit more conservative than I anticipated from watching his fights. I think he was waiting more on the timing, as I was, and that was the cause of the, kind of a slow beginning.
And when you make your debut, especially for the UFC, you want to make a great first impression. In the aftermath of the fight, how did you handle it? Were you very down? Were you very upset because it didn't go your way?
E a luta, como você sentiu? Você estava chateado? Fiquei frustrado porque queria realmente estrear aqui com a grande vitória, né, sobre um ex-campeão, mas entendo, não foi possível. Agora é olhar para frente, tentar bater no Dan Ige, que é um cara que vai me colocar numa posição boa dentro da divisão. You know what? I was a little bit frustrated. I fought a former champ. I wanted to put on a show, but unfortunately that didn't happen. But now we got Dan Ige in front of us, and that'll be our chance.
I saw you put out a poll a couple of days after the fight about who you should fight next. Dan was one of them. did you want Dan next? Was he your choice?
Dos opções. Dan Ige foi sua opção, primeira opção que você queria?
Não, quando antes mesmo de eu assinar a primeira luta no UFC contra Yair Rodrigues, ele já tinha se oferecido para fazer essa luta. Então nós sempre visualizamos ele como uma luta boa para a gente fazer e ganhar mais espaço dentro da organização.
Tá falando de Ige ou Yair?
Da Ige.
Ige recusou você?
Não, ele queria lutar contra mim do começo, antes de Yair Rodrigues.
Even before Yair Rodriguez, Dan Ige was stepping up to the plate, talking about fighting me. So we always had that in the back of our mind that would be a great fight.
Why do you like this fight? What about the matchup do you like?
He's violent, like me, and he comes forward. So it's going to be a nice fight because we're going to show some war for everyone.
By the way, the English is getting very good, Patricio.
Always when I can, I try, my friend.
I love it. And can I ask, we saw Patchy Mix's debut. It didn't go well. And obviously, you didn't win your fight. Is it fair that people are basing your career, all the body of work on these debuts? Like for Patchy, people want to write him off because the debut in the UFC didn't go well. For you, it didn't go well. It feels like there's so much more pressure on you guys coming from Bellator because people are using this one and only fight, your appearance in the UFC, as a sort of referendum on the whole state of your career.
What was the first part of the question?
So you know how Patchy's debut didn't go well?
Patchy não, o estreante de Patchy não foi bom, so você perdeu, você está sentindo pressão de representar o marca de Bellator, porque vocês eram os dois campeões e agora chegando com 2 derrotas.
Numa luta tudo pode acontecer, não estou focado nisso, eu sei que eu preciso da vitória para me colocar bem dentro da divisão, então eu estou focado nisso. Nós temos outros exemplos de lutadores que chegaram de outras organizações e mandaram bem aqui, organizações até menores que o Bellator. Então isso não vem muito ao caso. Os fãs falam o que quer, às vezes falam muitas bobagens, mas o que a gente está focado agora é na vitória e tentar chegar próximo a possível atleta poder disputar o cinturão.
Listen, the fans are going to do what the fans are going to do. A lot of haters are going to hate. The Bellator champions have gone over and done well as well. And that's why we're fighting Dan Ige now, because he's a little bit higher. He's a legend when it comes to personalities and fan favorites for the UFC. So a victory over someone like him will put us in a great placement in the featherweight division.
Were you shocked when you saw how Patchy fought?
Você choqueado quando você viu como Patchy Mix lutou?
Sim, eu sabia eu sei que o desempenho dele pode ser melhor. Ele não fez uma luta como ele sempre gosta de fazer. Ele foi um pouco anulado ali na distância, então eu sei que ele vai dar a volta por cima.
Yeah, I thought he was going to do a little bit better. It wasn't exactly the way he usually fights, coming from Bellator. He was a little bit more tentative than he was, but
yeah.
From my point of view as a coach, I mean, remember he only had 3 weeks. I sent him a message when that fight came up, and I was like, get a nutritionist because there's a big fight that's going to open up for you.
Oh, wow.
And he only had 3 weeks to lose 30 pounds.
Wow. Okay, that is something that isn't being brought up. Can I just ask, what do you think about Aaron Pico and how he'll do in the UFC?
I want him next.
You want Aaron Pico?
Yes, of course. I'm focused in my next fight, my next opponent. Maybe if I win this match, I want Aaron Pico because I was long time in Bellator, and he also was not possible. He didn't came for the belt, and now we have the chance to do that. So I'm very excited my next opponent will be him.
He was scheduled to fight Movsar Evloev, and now it seems like the fight is off. Are you saying if all goes well on Saturday, you want to be the one to fight him next?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
If you put me to fight him next week, I'm ready. Let's do it.
I love it. Much respect. He's being put in this position to fight the number one contender. You were the Bellator featherweight champion for many, many years. You were the face of the division. Does it bother you that he was put ahead of you despite not being the champion in Bellator?
Você está chateado que ele está ranqueado mais que você depois E ele não era campeão da Bellator.
Não, ranking não quer dizer nada. A gente sabe que, dependendo do desempenho de qualquer lutador, esse lutador vai disputar o título. A gente tem o cara que vai lutar pelo cinturão agora contra a Pantoja, que estava num ranking bem distante, e agora o cara já vai disputar o título. Então o ranking não é levado muito em consideração dentro do UFC. Eles querem que a galera dê show e caia pra dentro mesmo.
Rankings don't mean a lot. These guys come on and put on a show. Look what happened with Pantoja's next opponent, Joshua Vaughn. So, yeah, the rankings don't matter coming from. As long as you come on and put it on the show, which we plan to do, you could jump the line.
I saw a tweet from a reporter named Aaron Bronstetter who just tweeted a couple of pictures of the car that you're riding in New Orleans. Is this your car here? What is this?
Oh, that's the surprise. Ariel Helwani, you just ruined it.
I ruined it? Aaron tweeted
I haven't seen it yet.
He put it out there. What are you talking about? I just saw it on Twitter. I have nothing. I'm not even there. What is that? What is that?
Well, here's the thing. Patricio always told me like 12 years ago he's had a dream of riding in a muscle car. So this isn't Fast and the Furious. It's just ferocious. It's UFC 318. So he bought the baddest motherfucking car we could get.
Yo.
And it's from the Fast and the Furious.
That's the car?
The same exact car that
really?
Diesel drove. And Patricio Pitbull's about to pop a wheelie on Dan Ige. $50K.
Yes. So you're riding around in that.
Amazing.
He will be once we go downstairs. He hasn't seen it yet.
He hasn't seen it? Aaron ruined the surprise. How did you
just ruined
No, not me.
Surprise.
Aaron Bronstetter. Don't blame me. What the hell?
Aaron shouldn't have posted it either, but that's cool. I mean, it's sitting out front. That's the plan.
But did he know that you were doing this for him?
No.
What the hell? This is awful. I'm sorry.
I got another piece of information for you.
Go ahead.
Dan 50K Ige. Me and Henry Cejudo are the one that gave him his name, 50K.
Really?
So
When?
Henry and I gave him his first fight in the UFC. We gave him the nickname 50K, and Fate is going to give us this fight, UFC 318, Night of the BMF. You know, before he became the Bellator GOAT,
I love it.
He was the BMF. He was the BMF of Bellator. 10 straight wars. And then I came to him and said, if you want to have a long career, we need to change and fight a little bit smarter. But on Saturday, we're not going to turn back the clocks to the old Pitbull. We're going to bring the best version of Pitbull. And that's the most dangerous version.
I love it. I love it. Everyone needs a Captain Eric by their side to cut a promo or two. Can I ask you, Captain, as his coach, how do you feel about the matchup? How do you see it going?
Well, we called for this fight on Sunday, the day after the fight. We were calling for Dan Ige. Dan Ige is to me, he's the people's champ. He's fought on 1 day notice, 1 hour notice. He's the first Dana White Contenders guy that fought for a main event in the UFC. And you know what? He looks just like Patricio Pitbull.
Ele fala que é meu irmão gêmeo.
He's like, this is like his twin brother. So this isn't just a fight. It's a DNA test. And on UFC 318, we're going to see who's got BMF blood, BMF in their blood.
I love it. I love it. By the way, parabéns, Patricio. You opened a new gym for you and your brothers, Pitbull Brothers Arena in Natal?
Yeah, Pitbull Brothers Arena in Natal. Yes.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
I want to come there to train.
Yeah, let's do it. Dead Arena.
So this is inside one of the greatest soccer stadiums in Brazil.
Wow, yes, so it's the Arena das Dunas.
Yes, Arena das Dunas.
Yes, where USA beat Ghana 2-1 in the World Cup. Did you know that?
See, yeah. Yeah, I knew that.
So the gym is in the stadium?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, inside.
What else is the stadium open?
Dentro do estacionamento.
It's right next to the
estacionamento privado para VIP.
It's right next to VIP parking.
Okay.
The stadium.
Wow. Okay, so parabéns. Looks and your brother Patricky, he's fighting in Ryzen, right? End of the month.
Yeah. Next week.
Next week, yeah. Will you be going to Japan?
Of course, yes.
Okay.
This would be one of the first fights without Patricky in the corner, but wow. Business first rising. Obviously, Paulo's fighting as well on this card, so it's a little bit of BMF, a little bit of BLF. UFC 318, where beauty meets violence.
Okay, two last questions. I love it. Who do you like, Poirier or Holloway? Who's your pick?
I would love to see Holloway win this match, but I think Poirier is gonna win with the belt.
Okay, and last one, your fight. How does it go? How do you see it playing out?
I'm going to be the first guy to knock the egg out.
Oh gosh,
You guys gonna see that.
I can't wait. Thank you, Patricio. And sorry for ruining the surprise, but please blame Aaron, not me. Okay, he tweeted it. I'm sitting here in New York. I'm sorry. But
No problem.
always great
That's
to talk
fine.
to you, and good luck, my friend. And great to
I'll
talk to
send you a video when we bring him down.
Perfect.
Hopefully it'll be on UFC Embedded, and it'll be a big surprise for Pitbull and Petrol Works and the car and everything. It's a BMF car, that's for sure.
I love it. Thank you, guys. Good luck.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. See you.
Bye-bye. There he is, Captain Eric, and of course, Patricio Pitbull. How did I get blamed for this? I just saw it on Twitter. I'm getting blamed for this? Aaron, how dare you?
I can't believe you ruined the surprise.
I can't. He's like,
I tried to tell you it wasn't.
And then you ruined the surprise of his gym opening as well. You didn't know about that either.
In the arena, by the way, where USA beat Ghana. Do you remember that?
Yeah, shout out.
2-1.
Frank tried to warn you.
2010?
This is
What?
a message Frank was going to send, and he forgot to hit enter.
What do you say? Not sure this is a good idea. Stop it.
Sorry, man.
Did you really put that? No one put that. Well, you guys gave me the check.
Yeah, like a check of this is not.
Yeah,
such a good
I
idea.
checked it off because I had it, and Frank forgot to hit enter to say.
This car
Don't
was
think this is
used
a
in
good
one of the
idea.
Fast and Furious. I mean, Aaron did it, not me. I can't be blamed for this. This is crazy.
Man, but you presented it to Pitbull.
This is
This
crazy.
one's on you.
This is unbelievable. You know what? No good deed goes unpunished. That's the bottom line. Very excited about that. And Captain Eric, he really does cut a mean promo. He's tremendous. All right, let's go to our final guest of the day. He was in action this past Saturday in New Orleans. No, not New Orleans. They're in New Orleans this weekend. He was in Nashville, another city with N at the beginning of it. Close fight, which I thought he won, if I'm being 100% honest. Hard-fought fight, and in the end proving that age is nothing but a number. And to this 43-year-old, newly turned 43-year-old, it was pretty damn great to see a 42-year-old do his thing. Gash on his shin and all. He's the great Wonder Boy Thompson. We go from the BMF to the NMF. There he is. Hello, Steven. How are you?
Up, my brother. What's up? Glad to be on with you.
It's good to talk to you, my friend. It's good to talk to you, and I appreciate the time, especially after a tough weekend. And that gash, man, holy smokes. Have you
want to see it?
I would love to if you want to show it to us.
Check this out. I don't know if you'll be able to see it too well, but.
Oh, here it is. Ooh, golly.
Yeah, man. Hold on. Let me see if I can get it. There it is.
Yeah, there it is. Oh,
there
my.
it is. It's like 3 layers of stitches in that bad boy.
How many total?
Oh, my goodness. I have no idea, to be honest. I know that they did they started from the bone, the muscle, and they did like 3 layers. I didn't count, to be honest with you. But super, it's definitely painful now. I think my foot hurts worse than the shin. But I didn't even know that it happened during the fight. I had no idea.
Really?
Gabriel Bonfim kept pointing down to it. I'm thinking in my head, this guy's trying to get me to look down so he can he's trying to trick me. He's trying to trick me or something. But had no idea that it was like that.
You've never experienced anything like that, right? In all your years?
Never experienced anything like that. You know what? That's always been my fear. Because of the Luke Rockhold situation. And I don't mind going like shin to shin with guys because, I do some shin conditioning. I don't think a lot of UFC fighters do it. Fighters do that, but I do. So I don't mind going shin to shin with guys. And it was always a fear of mine. And dag nabbit, if it didn't happen this past weekend.
So that happens in the second round. In the third, you have no idea? Because you were still using it and landing and using it effectively. You had no idea.
Well, I knew in the third round, going into the third round, it had happened because in the corner, I had looked down. I just saw blood. I didn't realize how bad it was.
Okay.
But I knew it was split. So, hey, man, I mean, when you're out there fighting, dude, you just got to throw it. You can hurt later.
Amen. And I thought you won. I really did. And that's what made it so great. I was like, even despite all that, I thought you won. Did you feel the same?
Man, yeah. I mean, I felt that I did enough to win the fight. Clean strikes. I felt great during my movement. I think I felt, I had more damage. The damage was in my favor. I mean, Bonfim, tough fighter. Hats off to the guy. But when the crowd, the analysts, and the team are all like this shocked about the decision, like something's not right. You know what I mean? I've been in this game for a long time, and I know what it feels like to win a fight, and I know what it's like to lose a fight, and I didn't lose. I feel like I didn't lose that fight.
So yeah, 2 days later, 3 days later, how do you process this? Because obviously you don't want any moral victories. You want to win fights. You don't want people to pat you on your back. So how do you feel about it? How do you process it?
I mean, if I lost the fight, but I felt like I won it. When you got your family, your team, your friends and family back home. I mean, everybody who saw the fight thought I had won the fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it kind of goes back to like, what do we do about that? Is there? I think there's got to be more accountability with the referees. I know that's not the UFC fault. That's usually the commission's fault, but there's got to be some more transparency for sure. Some more education. I feel like when it comes to the judging of these fights.
I saw one of his coaches after the scorecards were announced go up to you and share some words. What did he say to you? Do you remember?
Gabriel Bonfim's coach?
Yeah.
From the look of their faces, I think they were surprised that they had won the fight, to be honest with you. They all spoke Portuguese, very, very little English. But I know Gabriel was just in awe in the fact that this guy's been watching me since he was like 15 years old. So he was a fan, which is pretty cool. So I've been so it's pretty cool that you're fighting somebody who was a fan of you at 15 years old. I'm like, thanks a lot for making me feel even older, bro.
Did he say that to you?
Yeah. He told me he was a fan since he was 15.
Damn.
For sure.
How does that make you feel?
I mean, it's cool that I'm fighting this guy, that I was in some way an inspiration for him to make this a career for him.
And so how does the body feel after a fight at 42? You last fought in October. How are you holding up other than the shin? How does the muscles, how does the body overall feel?
Man, I feel great, to be honest with you. I felt great out there during the fight. I felt fast. I felt accurate. My mind was sharp. My reactions were on point. Same thing with the Buckley fight. I mean, I felt like I was winning until I wasn't. But in this fight, I felt great. I felt phenomenal. And usually the fight, going out to fight, that's the easy part. That's the easy part. The training, the 8-week training camp, that can be a little bit more difficult because of things don't heal up like they used to. And I've spent, my last 3 or 4 fights, I spent more time during, with my recovery than anything else. Again, my massage therapy, the ice baths, listening to my body. When I first started, even though I was fairly late in my career, I was 28 when I had my first fight. I saw some pictures of me not too long ago. I looked like I was a baby, man. At 20, I looked like I was 15. I was like, what the heck? And it seemed like it was yesterday. I could go from training into another training session back to back to back and feel fresh for every one of them. Don't feel that way anymore.
Wow.
Things don't heal up like they used to, but I feel great right now. I feel phenomenal.
You spoke before the fight that you had 2 fights left on your UFC deal, and so now you have 1 more. I would imagine you want to keep going, right?
Oh man, 100%. I do want to keep going. I thought about it, of course, and I'm realistic about where I'm at in my life and how my body feels. I still got gas in the tank, man. I'll talk to my team, my family, and we'll make the right call whenever the time comes. But I feel great. I think I want to honor my last fight for sure. Don't know who, but I definitely want to do it. I want to make that happen.
Do you think you may go past the last fight, meaning new contract after this one? Keep going.
Depends on how I feel and, how the fight goes, 100%. My goal, obviously, was to beat, was it Randy Couture's record? I think he was like 45, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was 45, right?
45, maybe 46, maybe?
Well, he might have been 46. I don't know. But I feel amazing, man. I felt great after the fight besides my foot. I felt great during the fight. I felt faster than he was. Gabriel Bonfim was what, 27? I felt phenomenal, man.
By the way, Randy, 47.
He was 47?
Yes.
All right.
You got 5 more years.
Let's go.
Is this really
Let's
a thing?
go.
You're really going to try to do this?
This would be amazing. 100%.
Wow. And there's no part like we see this weekend. Dustin Poirier is like, you know what? I'm good, and he could probably keep going too, right? He just fought for the belt. There's no part of you that says, hey, it's been a good run. I'm healthy. I'm in my 40s. Most people don't make it this far. Let's go out, before the game kicks us out, so to speak.
It's obviously, really has to do with what happens my next fight.
Yeah.
I feel like if I go out there and I put on a show and I get a good finish, why not? Let's keep going. If not, this is something that I want to plan with my family, my team, obviously playing with the UFC, but let's go out with a bang, man.
Let's get one in South Carolina.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be
Let's
great?
do that. What the flip did, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to. I think that would be amazing. Obviously, I got to get this thing looked at, but everybody, all the talk right now is the White House fight. Everybody wants to get on that card and how big it's going to be, and that would be cool too. Go out with a bang like that, but it would be cool to do it in my hometown as well.
Oh my gosh, that would be incredible, and you deserve it. You deserve it all these years later. And by the way, shout out to you doing some ESPN desk work. What do you think?
Dude, I'm loving that. That beat's getting kicked and punched in the face.
Yes.
For sure. I love it. I love breaking down fights. I feel like this is like a calling for me, I think Chris Weidman, did it this weekend for my fight. So being out there with Anthony Heller, Alan Jabon and all those guys, they make it easy. And it's enjoyable for me.
Did you ask to do that, or did they ask you?
I believe they asked me about it. I did it back in the day. I was in 2013 with Fox.
Yep.
And at the time, of course, I was going up in my career. I was, fighting, obviously the best guys in the world. And I was leaning, trying to get to that title fight. So that was kind of that was at the top of the game. That was at the top of my list on, where my focus should be at. But now it's, this is really cool to transition to that. I think this is something that I want to do after my career.
I got to say, speaking of that era, it really warmed my heart to see Rory McDonald and you training together. And Rory, and you probably have greater insight into this, I feel like has kind of emerged from the shadows over the last couple months. Like he's back on social media. He was at the event in Montreal. It just feels like he disappeared. And I love Rory. He's one of my favorite guys. I have the little doll of him right over here from
that's cool.
The fight against Robbie Lawler. Could you tell me how you connected? And you guys fought, I believe, in Ottawa many, many moons ago. Could you tell me how you guys reconnected and what it was like training with him?
Yeah, I had some really good guys come in for this camp. I had, Lorenz Larkin as well, like one of my favorite strikers in the MMA game for sure. I mean, unbelievable, explosive fighter. But Rory, I think, is better now than when he was before he retired.
Wow.
And I think it's because he found that fire within him again. He went MIA for 3 years. I deleted all social media, I think. But then recently I saw that, he kind of, got back on social media, was doing some training, was doing some social media stuff. So I'm like, this is something that I wanted to happen for the longest time. Even before we fought each other, I was thinking in my head, I would love to have Rory McDonald because he is one of the best to ever do it. And finally, I got my chance. I saw him on social media. I was like, let's get in touch with this guy. Let's see if he wants to come out and help me out. And he was phenomenal.
Wow.
He was freaking great. And even, I feel like he's better. I think because he loves the game. He fell in love with it again. I would love to see him fight.
Wow, really? Because you think maybe like he got the fire back. Maybe the time away allowed it to reignite.
It would just be, to me, this is for me, and it all depends on what he does. I think he just refound the love for the game again, and that may be all he needs to be satisfied. But I just think with talent like that, it would just be a shame for the world not to see him fight again. That's
Amen.
just me. That's just me. Because he is one of the best to ever do it, one of the best fights that I've ever seen with him and Rory, and to be able to share the octagon with him. He was still super young at the time. And I feel like he's still young. I think he's maybe mid-30s, but I think he's better. I think he's better than what he was.
So you just sent him a message? That was it? Like you just slid in the DMs and said, come on out?
I DM'd him. I was like, hey, man, I got a fight coming up. Would love to have you out for my camp. And he agreed. The sweetest guy, man. This the nicest guy. And at one point, they called him the psycho.
Yeah.
You know, he had to make that, I guess, that transition to go out there and step out in the cage and in the octagon and do what he needs to do. But the sweetest guy, man, and so informational, so much information in that guy, and I guess experience at a young age, starting at a young. I think he had his first MMA pro fight at 16, I think.
Yeah.
And got in the UFC. He was like one of the first guys for people to say like he had the whole package. He wasn't just a specialist; he was good everywhere.
So at this point, like other than the I want to make it the Randy Couture. What is your why? What is your reason for doing this? You
For me?
Yeah, like what is the thing that's keeping you going? What's the motivation to put your body through all of this?
You know, for the longest time, it was always the title. And obviously, that's still cool. That's still cool to want to strive for. But at this point, it's to see how much better can I get? How much more information, how much more I can take in, how good can I get? I feel like that's something that we should all be striving for in whatever it is that we love. And the combat sport is what I love to do. Fighting is something I do for the fun of, for the honor, for the glory. My passion is always teaching, but my test to see how good I can get, how much information I'm getting, how much better I'm getting is the fight. Mm-hmm. That's my test. All right, I've been working on this, and that. Now let's test this in the fight, right? Mm-hmm. So, and I think that's what keeps me motivated. That's what wakes me up and that gets me up to go train. It's like, all right, what am I going to learn today? How good am I going to get today? What's my strength, my speed, especially at this age? How much faster can I get? Can I keep this up? And that's always a question in my head. There's no slowing down. There's always improvement in everybody and in this sport. And sometimes we all get to a certain age and it's like, all right, it's downhill from here, not in my height, my head and not in my heart. It's still upward. Let's get Bill.
You're such an inspirational person and you're so positive. Do you at all waver at times as far as your confidence? Like, you're now on this streak and you haven't won a few, like, do you start questioning yourself? Do you start thinking maybe I'm not that guy? Does that ever creep into your mind? I feel like it doesn't, but can you tell us if it ever does in a quiet moment?
It doesn't. I mean, we all have our ups and downs, of course. And usually sometimes you feel a little bit more during like training and stuff. Like, man, I wake up this morning, my back's hurting, my knees are hurting. It's like, do I want to go to the gym today? Do I want to go to school? Do I want to train? And I'm like, nope. I don't care how I'm feeling. I'm going. And I always feel better after. And I strive for that feeling. Every time I hurt, I strive for that feeling after the workout. You know what? Yes, I'm hurting today, but how much better am I going to feel after I get this workout done? And it always does. It always feels so much better. My body feels better. When I stop training is when I feel the worst. That's when I feel the worst. If I continue, and it doesn't have to be intense. It doesn't have to be a crazy hard training session. Just training, period, makes me feel so much better. So no, there's you got your ups and your downs, but very rarely does that ever happen for me. I'm human, and no, man, I kick that out of my head. I don't let that creep in. I don't let it creep in. And I've always said I keep good, positive people around me. I got a small team that I strive for, and I want to be there for my team like they are for me. We got some up and coming amateurs. We got my buddy Weston Wilson, who got in the UFC. My buddy Gino Morelli, who hopefully is going to be. He wrestled for Penn State. He's undefeated right now, and looking to get him in the Contender Series. And he helped me, and I want to be there for them.
I love it. I love it. At the gym in the summertime, is it very busy with the kids?
Crazy. So fight camps weekly, my man.
Yeah. So how do you balance that? Like I was thinking maybe a summertime fight isn't great for you because you want to focus on the gym and the kids. Is it hard to do both?
Well, to be honest with you, for like the last 2 or 3 years, I stopped doing the karate camps. If I'm in training camp, no, I'm still teaching now because I started teaching at like 4 p.m. and we don't get done till 9 o'clock. But during camps, that starts at 7 a.m. And I used to do that. I would start at 7 a.m. and not get done till like 10 and still find time to train during the day. But now I can't do that, dude. I can't do it. So I still teach, but I stopped doing the camps when I'm in training camp. Now that I'm not in training camp, I mean, we might get back into the kids love it. They like to see Mr. Steven. Yo, Mr. Steven, are you coming to camp today? Like, I'm here to hang out with you, bro. So I'm just like, all right.
Are you still driving the bus?
Every day, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. I remember one time there was like a tornado and you were talking to us in the bus. You remember that?
I talk about that all the time. That was probably the coolest coolest thing that has ever happened to me.
You were unflappable.
While I was on with you, there was like a freaking tornado behind me.
Yeah.
We all had to run in the elementary school. Remember that?
Yes. And
that
you were just
crazy.
unbothered.
Like, what's going on, man? There was wind, hail. It was wild.
You're crazy, man. I mean, it's amazing the love that you have for these kids, the love that you have for teaching, for martial arts, for karate in particular. You, your family, your dad, your brother. You're one of one, man. You truly are.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, bro. I love what I do, baby. I love what I do.
So let me ask
you, man.
Amen. So the NMF, they've never defended that title. It's just one of one. That's it.
I've got two of them actually. I got two of them. Actually, one of them is like right behind me.
Oh yeah.
Here.
Where's the second one from?
The second one's at the gym. I think I fought Vicente Luque is when you gave it to me.
Yeah.
And then I got another one, I think who did I fight? I don't remember who I fought. But also, I in my eyes, an NMF, I don't remember who it was. It might have been Jeff Neal. I'm not sure. He's such a sweet guy. It might have been Jeff Neal because I fought him and he fell. I fell down at one point. And because I allowed him to come up in the first round, he was like, you know what? You let me stand back up. I'm going to let you stand back up. We high-fived each other. He let me get back up. He could have took full advantage of that and jumped on top of me, but he didn't.
That's the NMF way.
Yes, sir.
Who do you like in the BMF this weekend?
Oh, my gosh. I can't wait. I wanted to get on that card. That's just an epic card.
Yeah.
I mean, Max Holloway versus, Dustin Poirier. I have much love for both of these guys. I mean, they've both fought each other twice.
Yep.
And well, this would be the third time.
Yep.
And Poirier won both times. And this is the third one, his last one. So I know he wants to go out with the BMF. I got much love for Max Holloway. He's like one of my favorite fighters, but I'm leaning towards my man Dustin Poirier. So, I mean, the guy's a veteran too. I think he had his first fight in 2010, I think.
Yeah.
2010. So, I would like for him to go out with a bang. I would like for him to get it.
Especially, this being the retirement fight back home, New Orleans. It will be very special. Regarding the shin, before I let you go, how long does this take? Like, what are they saying? Until it's 100%, until you can kick with it again?
Before I could kick with it again, man, I think they said like 10, 12 weeks or something like that.
Wow. Okay.
Because the foot, I know it's broken. And
the foot is broken. The foot is broken.
Mm-hmm. Foot's broken. I think I did that like 3 kicks in. Kicked him right in the dang elbow. My goal was to break his arms. I wanted to break his arms. I don't care if I hit him in the arm. Like I said, I could hurt later. But
that's not very NMF of you to want to break his arms.
Well, I mean, he's trying to do damage.
I know.
I love the guy afterwards.
Of course.
I love him afterwards.
Oh, so you broke your foot and the shin, same leg?
Yep, same one.
Same
leg.
Jeez Louise. Okay, so the foot is broken. You need surgery?
I don't know. We got to get it looked at just to find out which part of the foot is broken. This is something if you took x-rays of my feet, man, I think I've broken my feet so many times just in my kickboxing days.
Yeah.
Kicking elbows too. So, got the foot broken and the shin. Like I said, what I'm worried about is infection. And because I think it was in the third round, he had me up against the fence and he was using the bottom of his foot to hit me in that area. And he was kind of healing that area. So you got nastiness on the canvas. So trying to keep that thing clean, trying to keep that thing, not get infected is pretty tough.
All right. Well, you've got some work. You could chill out now a little bit, right? You can hang out with the kids, chill out, do your thing. and hopefully we'll see you maybe, I don't know, early next year, probably with the 12 weeks. This year is probably a little bit tight. So early next year.
Yes, sir.
For that last one, but not the last one ever, just the last one on this deal, and then we get a new deal. Because Dana White said some very nice things about you in the press conference. I don't know if you saw.
I know, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dana White, brother. Thank you, my man. I mean, he knows what's up. He knows I can still hang out there with the young bucks. So yeah, man. I mean, I got one fight left on the contract. We'll go, and like I said,
do you have a dream opponent for that last fight on this contract?
I don't, man. It could be any. You know me, brother. I'll fight anybody. Yeah. I'll fight anybody. I don't care.
Where's Tyron Woodley's butt at? Let's bring him back.
Who?
Tyron Woodley?
Tyron's my guy, dude.
No, I know.
You know what? I got to apologize for Tyron because during camp, he had called me, left a message.
Oh.
And I failed to call him back.
Wow.
There's so much going on. And Tyron, I will give you a call back, my brother. My bad.
I'm stripping you of the belt. I'm
Oh, no.
Someone who doesn't call people back, that's not fair.
My bad.
You want to break someone's arm, you don't call people back. For goodness sakes. What else don't you do? You don't clean the air filters in your house? What else is going on over there?
They're clean, brother. They're clean. After classes, I'm mopping mats. I'm cleaning toilets. I'm doing it, brother.
You are. You're the man. Thank you, Stephen. Get well soon. Great fight. Appreciate your time as always.
Thank you, brother. You have a good one, my friend.
You too. There he is, the great Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. What a guy. What a tremendous soul. What a testament to just being a huge, having a huge heart, being a good person, treating others with respect. And what are the all-time great vocabularies, right? What the flip dip? Did you guys get that one?
I thought it was great.
Could we get that? Could we get a drop? What the flip dip? Or what about dang nabbit? Come on, I feel like GC back in the Georgia days used to say dang nabbit. That's a very Southern thing to say. What do you think, Frankie?
I think so.
Dadgummit?
That one too?
Dadgummit was a big one.
What the flip dip?
Nah. That's NMF type stuff right there.
Dang nabbit.
Yeah, that's Ned Flanders type stuff.
Yeah, I love it. And then you had another one. I don't remember it. Maybe it was just dang. What a guy.
The man. I can't believe you can say dag nabbit and then someone can cut a hole in your shin and you just keep fighting.
Oh my gosh. That was a gnarly gash there. I mean,
and then he still says that he feels great.
He feels great.
How's your body? Great. I'm like, you have a giant hole in your shin.
He's kicking. He's using it. Could you imagine if one of us experienced something like that? You'd be like, please.
Tears would fall from my eyes, and you guys would take me to the hospital.
Get me to the hospital now.
Yeah.
This guy's using. He's not just like trying to survive. He's using it as a weapon. It was nice to hear Dana White give him some props. It was nice to see that. I thought that was good. And you know what? We need to have Rory back on the show. I feel like something's going on here with Rory. I feel like there's a bit of a comeback developing in front of our eyes. He's talking about, he's got the fire. He's looking great. He shows up in Montreal. Rory disappeared. No social media, no nothing. He was done. He hated the sport. Maybe hate is a strong word, but he said he was done with it. Now, all of a sudden, he's showing up for training camps. He's showing up at events. This is a very interesting development. I want to let you know that tomorrow we will have On the Nose back. The post is up right now as we speak. Ariel Helwani .substack.com. Yeah, there it is. It's been so long, I forgot the actual URL. Could you believe it? Also tomorrow on the program, it's another jam-packed day. As I said, Tim Zhu going to join us to talk about his rematch against Sebastian Fundora. Joseph Parker going to join us to lay down the gauntlet on all the meshugas happening in the heavyweight division. Manny Pacquiao going to join us to talk about his fight against Mario Barrios. Mike Santana is going to join us. TNA headliner, big show this Sunday. TNA Slammiversary, UBS Arena, Long Island, New York. We going, guys? We going?
See you
Sunday?
there.
Yeah.
Got plans.
Thad Gene going to be joining us. Talk about his fight against Jason Jackson. By the way, Santana and Thad in studio tomorrow on the program. OTN as well. And I could just predict this. It's July 2025. From now, you remember how we had that 9, 10, 11 month period where it was like, who's going to headline UFC 300? And then it was, who's going to headline the Sphere? Now the new one is, who's going to headline the White House? Because every interview Dana White does is about the White House, who's going to headline. I understand he was on McAfee's show earlier today talking about the same old thing. It's going to be the Sphere on steroids, all this stuff. Again, this is going to happen. I still think there are people who don't believe it's going to happen. But let it be known, I said from the beginning I thought it was going to happen. The question is, who's going to be on it? Is it going to be Conor? Did we make our predictions? Did we make our predictions yesterday?
I said Conor and Michael.
And what did you say, GC?
He says it's not going to happen.
Shavkat Islam in Vegas the week before.
Oh, wow. I guess I didn't make mine.
Yeah, what do you think?
Jones Aspinall?
No.
Original.
Well, I mean, how many choices?
John Jones is not coming back.
You don't think he's coming back, period? I'll say he's coming back.
He might come back. He's not fighting Tom Aspinall.
Question is, how do we get in?
I was the lone holdout on the John. Just pay John the money. He'll fight Tom Aspinall. I have been proven wrong. He is not coming.
He's found his why.
Yes, and it's not fighting Tom Aspinall. And
he said it himself. You think he just wants to fight, but not against Tom?
Yeah,
Oof.
he ain't fighting Tom Aspinall.
What a bad look that would be. Imagine if Tom is still the champ and he comes back to fight someone else.
Tom Aspinall.
Really?
No,
I think he does. I think he has found his why.
And you think he does it?
What is his why?
The lawn of the White House.
Yeah.
He wants to lose in front of Trump. That's his thing.
Speaking of,
what?
My brother has to perform a lot at the White House. Maybe he'll be there.
Yo,
Wow.
could you imagine?
That'd be sick. VIP access?
What does he do? What does he do?
Marine Corps band.
No, I know, but like, what event?
Oh, like a lot of things. Easter at the White House. Any like major presidential events.
Wow.
Yeah, when the president walks up on stage, that's him.
That's him.
Yeah.
Which instrument again? Big one.
Nah, clarinet.
Clarinet. That's right.
Yeah, didn't have to go through basic training. Didn't have to do any of that. Walks through the airport with like his Marine, whatever they're called on uniforms. Everyone's like, "Thank you for your service." And he's like, "You're welcome." I play the fucking clarinet.
They never send him overseas?
Hell no.
What do you mean?
He's the biggest. He's
what? Say, keep
he's
going.
a butterfly. He does not have a tough bone in his body.
There'll never be a time where they're like, "Yo, man, we need to go into the reserves. Like, we need you."
They have actual reserves.
Get the clarinetist.
We need you in North Korea. Stat.
Get the woodwinds on the front line. No, not happening.
Just for the morale, just to hype up the troops.
Nope.
Could you imagine?
Is your actual prediction
Sergeant Burks?
John versus Tom?
Yeah, I think I'll go with that.
Really?
I do think I'll
like
go with
you're
that.
like
I think it's
you're like
complete.
100% gonna happen.
I have not called a single person. Maybe I will.
I think John could definitely fight on the card. I don't think it would be Tom.
4547?
Yeah.
Is that the direct line?
Oh no, to call it DHT? No, DJT? DHT. DJT. Wait, who did you say? 4547. Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah,
Could you imagine? Could you imagine if it's actually that?
You get the text message.
What would the first three numbers be? USA 4547.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Like sup BITB?
Nailed it.
That would be incredible. Yeah, I'll go with that. Although I do think Conor has a chance as well. I mean,
I think it'll be Conor.
We saw he's working out.
Oh boy.
He's lifting weights. He's lifting weights, man. Oh man, I've
we'll talk about that on our subscriber.
Do we say the name of it, Rick?
What?
The trending name is Meatgate for Mr. McGregor.
We just had Wonder Boy on. This is where we go.
I just want to know, is that a jerry rig thing, or is it like, can you buy that, or is that just...
Yeah.
Why
Amazon.
are you in the market?
Amazon.
You interested?
Oh,
you trying to work out?
I mean, I didn't know if that was like something that...
You trying to get fit?
Like if you put the...
Are we going to have Chael on to break it down?
Go to Chael Sonnen.
Yeah, Chael Sonnen has a full breakdown.
More on this.
Oh, Chael. Chael loved it.
Oh,
Nobody loved it more than Chael.
Anyway, guys, Hard Out 353. Big show.
Stuck the dismount.
Yeah, big show coming up in about a little over an hour's time. It's a bit of a business type show. 6 guests, NBD, on this program. 3 coming up at 5 p.m. Eastern over on the DAZN YouTube channel. Let's see if we can see some of our I don't know, some of our regulars over there in the chat. Shout out to the chat. Thumbs up. Hey guys, we're climbing up the ranks as far as subs are concerned. Everyone watching right now, if you haven't subbed yet, can you give us a thumbs up and hit the sub? We made a pact. We want to get to 331 by the end of August. Possible, guys? That's what we're shooting for, right?
331 end of August?
And then we go to the Canuck to celebrate.
You're fucking right. Well, we might need like 333.
Oh, because...
Yeah.
All right, listen. 33, my favorite number. So,
Triple threes.
Yeah. Oof. Just shut up. I've been playing with the ball here because I've been trying to like break it in. You know, like I'm a pitcher coming into the bottom of the ninth.
Like Tony Ferguson.
Sort of, yes. Tony Ferguson showing up to the press conference. Yeah, you know, everyone likes to.
That's what, hurling ball?
I think it's a schlitter. I think PT said.
You ever watched
Schleiter?
You ever watch Gaelic football?
No.
I watched the game with Pizzi on Saturday. It was a trip.
At a bar?
Yeah.
You guys went out to a bar?
Several.
Damn. Where was that playing?
Dead Rabbit.
Oh yes, of course. Who could forget? Thank you very much, Goldberg, Stephen Thompson, Chris Curtis, Patricio Pitbull, Steve Garcia, Mario Barrios. Thank you to them. Thanks to you. Thanks to them. Back tomorrow.